I thought you just called them Nords, but though there's like 2 different kinds of Nords, and they hate each other. He is, if I look at his character sheet, a Nordheim Asgard.
Oh, because the other ones would be Anaheim, right? Or Vanaheim, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Because they're right next to each other on the map,
Yep.
right above some area.
I can make a hockey joke, but I won't.
Nothing but a bunch of horsers up there, eh? Not like you Hyperboreans can talk, eh?
Well, I mean, quite talk very playfully. Thank you.
Oh dear, what's with that accent?
I'm sorry, I can help it.
Jocelyn. Wait, that's not Canadian.
You know, it's been because we didn't fight it all last time. I honestly, it's been so long since we've been in combat, like legit, that I kind of forgot I was a bard.
The bard pirate forgot they were a bard pirate. You saw it here first, folks.
Because if you think about it, like we got out of that freaking jail, and then like we traveled here, and then we spent an entire session here. We haven't been in combat in a long time.
I haven't been in combat in a long time. A long time. Sorry, I had to. Anyways, so we're headed to a farm, right? Or
I was
it's the
about to get to
building.
that before we were interrupted in every which direction. So last time, yeah, you picked up Theobald and you picked up some missions that you wanted to do. For the one mission you picked up that's local, that was actually a like quest board kind of thing, was that there's a person who has been having some trouble with a local residence they own and wants someone to clean it out.
Right.
The other thing that you guys suggested, which you were also, I believe, ended on saying we'll do it later, is heading off to the north and seeking out any ruins that might not yet be fully excavated.
right.
Ransacked. Yeah. Ones where
Fully
there might still be
burgerized
loot.
for any
Might
loose
still be
loots. So after talking with Theobald, my brain. The Asgard, he has decided to join you. By the way, as you guys are walking, the question does come up why he doesn't worship Ymir like almost everyone else in his clan. And his basic short explanation has been that in the midst of combat before he left home, he called upon help from the gods and Ymir never answered. But upon remembering of Ymir, not Ymir, but upon remembering Mitra, he decided to give Mitra a try. And after a very fervent plea for any kind of help, he actually got a reply. So that's basically why he switched. And if you also look closely, you see that he does have a holy symbol. And it looks like it might have at one time been Ymir, but he has personally been slowly perfecting it to look much more like Mitra. He got rid of the horns. The club has been fine-tuned into a longsword. The more monstrous elements have been chiseled down to a more of a bulky, older humanoid look. And it's essentially like this medallion that essentially is on a big symbol that hangs off a necklace around his neck.
Oh yeah. I like the cut of his jib.
He has a nice clean beard on that little thing. So yeah, I should also mention that you guys have all heard of Mitra before. Mitra can come in a lot of variants, apparently. Haven't done my research on it. Mitra can be anything from a wise old man to a young man, but like no matter what, it's always a heavily toned body. And if not wrestling barehanded with a bull, He's also depicted as wielding long swords, or in a rare few cases, kneeling down as in like a thinking pose, or also wielding a staff in the other hand along with the long sword, as kind of a
So,
show for him being a bit of a wise god as well as a protector.
so what you're telling me is that Mitra is really Gandalf.
No, Gandalf was more of an angel.
I'm just talking because of the sword and the staff.
Well,
But
maybe a
yeah,
Fizzman.
essentially, Beecher is supposed to be the goody goody two shoes of all the gods in Hyborian age, and they've done everything they can to depict him as both wise as well as a protector. And matter
Right.
of fact, there's some really crazy depictions too, including him with a lion's head and bird wings, and even one of them with him like literally slowly rising out of a volcano with like fire set all around him.
Right.
So there's been some rather extreme stuff with him, but normally you get the bearded guy, either younger or older, and the long sword seems to be like a 50-50.
So, question: are you gonna put the token for Theobald on the screen?
He is already on there with the other three of you.
You have to move this sidebar to the right.
Oh, you mean what?
I was talking to Ozzy. Like he's up there. The other four of us. He's at the far right.
Yeah, he's in the lineup.
I mean, he's you got him in the journal, but I'm talking about like he's not, his token's not on the
Yes,
the
it
game
is.
area.
Is
You know
right
what?
there next to you.
I probably got to reload because my thing's probably out of sync.
I'm beginning to question because there's all four of you right there.
Yeah, I see it too.
Okay, I'm just gonna straight up log out of Roll20. I'll be back in a sec.
All right. So, I believe Beleno will take this opportunity to talk to the new person while we're waiting for Ozzy or Ozina.
All right.
She just looks at him and goes, like, this is a Hyborian god, right?
I don't understand. It's still his token's still not on my screen. I don't
know what to tell
understand.
you, dude. It's literally right there. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, of course now I lost the music now that I.
Well, it's about to start up again, I think. Yep. Well, if it's not played for you, there.
So,
Yeah, that's Ozzy.
Okay, so you actually saw me move my token, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's like not even an inch away from that. I'm wiggling him around right now.
Like, is he right there? Where
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the weird thing is on my screen, there's nothing there, but I guess it doesn't matter as long as his token's there when we switch to a battle screen.
Yeah, otherwise this is gonna get awkward real fast.
yeah.
Because I've already logged out and logged back in, and I don't. That doesn't seem to be any way for me to get it to.
Yeah, I don't know why your end isn't loading him. He's already well loaded.
Hold on. I'm gonna try again. I don't understand why it would do something like this. Well, actually, I realized I didn't actually sign out. I just reloaded the page, maybe actually signing back in. Well,
So, it's a Hyborian god, right?
How do you
He's
mean
worshipped.
Hyborian?
That he's
Actually,
worshipped.
Mitra is more popular in Aqualonia.
Oh, okay. That's not
It's a
hard.
god that kind of has gone widespread after Aqualonia became a huge faithful spot, but it originally definitely started in Aqualonia and it's been kind of
Then I
carrying
guess I'll
around.
use that as a conversation mark. It's like, have you ever been to Aqualonia?
I myself know. I can't say I've ever been to Aqualonia.
I've never really been outside of Hyboria. except on the Sisters Pilgrimage.
He kind of looks at you, then looks around. Hell of a pilgrimage you're on, lass.
I got one final idea to trying to fix this.
Well.
Sorry.
She goes, well, I got a little lost.
A little.
It happens.
Macworld.
I see. That would then, I assume, explain the odd mixed match company, kind of looking at the other two.
Yeah,
we kind of got ambushed and ended up finding just in the same place.
All I care is I gave them the lumps back. I see. Okay. Alright, so escapees then. Let me guess. Cultists?
Yep.
They do seem to have a problem with that around here. I'm on a bit of a pilgrimage myself. I just kind of seem to be aimless, though. I no head bashing or anything. Just kind of following one caravan to another. So I take it we are going to see where we need to make contact with this job person, and he kind of looks at. I believe it's a sheet that Azina has.
Yeah.
For the job. All right, so you're gonna. So I assume you're just kind of walking in the direction of.
Right.
Trying to get to the location where you need to find the job person.
Right.
All right. It takes you maybe half hour slow walking. You're not used to making sure I'm on the right thing. Yeah, you're not used to Shadazar yet, but you're kind of getting slowly used to it. You at least managed to figure out pretty quickly that's like the northwest end of town that you need to head towards. It's an okay district. They do seem to be a little bit better than the place where you crashed for the night.
Right.
And before too long, you do find the owner. And basically, the owner gives you a very short summary of this is a place they had for rent. The previous tenants one night heard weird noises and panicked and ran. Locked the door behind them, left the keys, and just booked it out of town, apparently. Also, apparently, the rumor is that one of the family members has not been seen since they left, but it's hard to tell because they went running pretty much to Yezud, which is to the north and slightly west. Just wanted to get as far away from here as possible, basically, in a short time. Also, the owner, who is, by the way, a woman, she mentions the fact that her husband did take a checkup on things to make sure everything was all right. But upon seeing what looked to be like a giant rodent of some kind in the middle of the front hall, decided it was best to lock up really quick and not bother whatever was going on in there, and that they would have need some sort of professional help.
Okay.
Hence the posting, and now very recently after the posting, you lot showing up.
Well, giant robots, giant rodents can't be that much worse than giant spiders.
You get an interesting eyebrow raise out of her.
Melina kind of puts her hands together and goes, I think it would be wonderful and easy tasks to do. We have experience with otherworldly things. That's how we got here.
I would assume so, after mentioning giant spiders?
Yeah, they were ugly.
Uh-huh. Yeah, by the way, the people around here, even the people who aren't that high up are like, they're aware of the spider cults and they don't like them. People get adopted in the middle of the night and don't come back. Not many people do much about it though, because what else are you going to do when you're also known as the Den of Thieves? Whoops.
Well, hopefully be a few less people disappearing now.
Well, she thanks you and does give you the directions. Essentially, it's a few blocks away, and gives you a key to the front door, so you won't have to break in or anything.
Right.
Any other questions?
No. So I do want to point out. I do want to point out that I tried opening this in a separate browser. It still won't make his token appear, so I'm just going to deal with it for now.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just for some reason, it doesn't want to load on your end at the moment. Maybe it'll just pop. It's happened before too.
Yeah, but it's like you can only reload so many times before you go, this isn't working.
Yeah,
It's going to slow everything up if I keep trying to figure out why it's not working.
it's not working because fuck you.
It's a
Is
sign.
pretty much is the moment.
It's a sign that
It's a sign he's a red shirt. I spent too much time making him. Damn.
I made the right choice, unsubscribing to Roll20.
Oof.
I was gonna say it's a sign that Elena should raise her party members as undead after they die. I'm just thinking out loud. That sounds funnier in my head.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
So wait, actually, I do have a question for her. Is there anything in particular you need out of the building?
Actually, her reply to that is no. Mostly just need the building attacked. Make sure that some of the utilities are still there, like the stove and stuff in the kitchen. Basically, we had the very simple amenities in there, and we want them to still be there when people move in again. We just want to make sure the place is cleaned out. It was otherwise whatever they had with them, and whatever they left behind when they went out.
Okay.
Elena walks over there and puts her arm out, like ready to be hooked in with another arm to the cleric, and go, "Would you like to join me on the way there?"
Yeah, he takes a look at you. The Asgard takes a look at you for a moment. Very unusually civil of you. And he willingly takes you by the arm and starts walking down the stairs with you. From the house.
Right.
He's not used to overly civilized people either, but he's at least been around enough that he kind of gets it a little.
I kind of look at Gareth and go, "Did we just get dumped?"
I don't know about dumped. I think they just are trying to hook up.
I laughed before the session's over. Anyways.
Uh,
Damn it.
The uncivilized guy is starting to like the pirate person more, even though both women weird him out.
well, me and him are like the two least civilized people out of the four of us.
The Asgard is pretty uncivilized too, but like I said, he's been around a while, so he kind of gets the civilized thing.
Well, I imagine that even as a Nord, there's a certain level of manners you have when you're a priest.
That too, and he seemed to pick up the religion pretty quickly after also just before deciding to leave home. So there's a little bit of both.
All right, so I kind of do that thing you see like gangsters do, where you're like flipping a coin repeatedly as we walk there.
Gosh, names. Gareth kind of walks behind you, being at the back of the group. Yancy, are we?
I just want to warm up my reflexes before we actually fight.
Quietly nods, stretches a little bit as they're walking, pulls out the new hammer and looks it over again. Wonder if it actually is rats. Sound like big ones.
I go, well, if it is rats, for once, I don't intend to eat the enemy.
Kind of nods, agreeing with the sentiment, especially after eating the spiders.
Well, I mean,
Not everything out here is obviously edible.
Rats
Oh,
tend to be
gosh.
diseased, so...
I remember the bear jokes from last session. Oh gosh.
That was in last session. That was 2 sessions ago.
I was talking about the.
I think we reiterated them at the beginning of last session though, because we were trying to remember.
Yeah,
what
we're doing
happened.
yogi jokes.
But anyhow,
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Anything happen on the way there? Or...
Nothing in particular. By the way, did the picture by the map update for you?
There's like a building with like a red flag hanging over the door.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of other buildings behind it, and there's also a stream that goes by. That's more or less what the city you're at looks like.
Yeah, that updated. It's just the token never showed up for Theobald.
Well,
So
we'll see if he pops it in the next screen.
I have no idea when you actually added this token to the screen, because
it was before anyone else logged in, or at least it should have been.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of which,
don't know. I don't know why it's not showing it for me.
Go look at his pic at the.
Why are things popping back in that I swear I deleted? That's my question.
Maybe Roll20 is actually having issues tonight, so
Maybe. He usually has.
It wouldn't be the first time Roll20 had issues.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's also because the other browser is out of date for me right now. That's probably why I wasn't seeing it too. Gotta drop this in. So as you guys go walking for a bit, yoink. You eventually, after a few blocks, you do notice the area does get a little bit poorer, and you are getting near one of the bigger center stones in the middle of the city. As you get, as you round the corner of one of them, you do finally find this little building nestled up right against the rock.
Right.
Pretty much as described, 2 windows out front, one to either end of the house, and a simple wooden door to the front. It's at least got a thatched ceiling, so it's a little bit better than any hovel, but it's by no means as nice as some of the other houses in the neighborhood. But it was reasonably priced, it's reasonably spacious, and a small family could fit in here.
Is it possible to look in the windows?
You can, but you're not going to see much. It's been dark and nothing's lit up on the inside at all.
Let me check my cantrip.
You'd see more of it if you were inside than trying to look from the outside looking in.
Well, I have the light cantrip, so that won't really be a problem.
Well, funny that I forgot that you had that, and I had that for the cleric too. I might swap that then.
I mean, well, there's nothing wrong with more than one person having it.
True, especially if we feel a party of 4 now, we have more light sources.
I kind of like, I take out my crowbar and I cast light on it.
Okay.
Just so to have like a light source that I can wave around easily. And I unlock the door and I go, okay, me and Gareth are gonna go in first. So Gareth, get your hammer ready.
Slowly raises the hammer again. Kinda, as you're sitting in front of the door, he kind of slides in right next to the door frame and kind of waits for you to open it up.
I quickly fling the door open and wave my light source around inside, see if I can see anything we're entering.
All right. Yoink. And paste.
Oop. You're probably gonna need to resize those.
Yep,
Wait, did you paste all of them at the same time?
I did.
Yeah.
Although I
sad.
do notice that one of them didn't make it.
So there was something wrong with his token, even if it was showing up for you guys.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
bit odd. I'm not sure why, but okay.
As
You
long
could
as
probably drag the token from the player sheet if you set it up right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Is I was going to check on that next, so hopefully not have to take too long trying to set them up again.
I always bind the tokens to the character sheet so that if something happens, I can just re-drag and drop it without adding the stats all back into it.
Bold, bio and info. Come on.
What you do though is you don't have to go into as long as the token's there, you can just drag and drop the character sheet onto the map, and it'll add the token.
In that case, hopefully then this will work.
Yep, he's there now, but I don't see any stats on him. You might just have the health bar turned off though.
And I had it working in the other one.
Yeah, the thing is, if you didn't save it afterwards to the character sheet.
I did. I don't know why nothing's working. I was just looking at the character sheet and didn't have anything about his token at all.
Hmm. Oh, you know what? It might have just dropped. If you didn't actually have a token bound to his character sheet, it probably just dropped his portrait image.
Oh, here it is. Actually, let me try this again, and I actually drag it from the character sheet. So, boop. And... no, I can't drag it from here, even though I have it selected.
And where you,
It's... I don't know why it's being difficult.
like you set up all this stuff, and then
I
you
set up all this stuff, and now it's not working all of a sudden.
And you pick set as token on the character sheet afterwards.
Huh?
On the character sheet thing, you went to the bio and you went to edit on bio and info and picked set. What was it? Set current.
There's
You
nothing on bio and info other than his picture.
You got to click edit.
Oh, well, that's a different thing altogether. There.
There should be a
there on
spot
the
for
edit.
it. It's in the. It shows it in the token thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is that doesn't mean that you saved it after you put stats on it. Because if you, okay, say you put the token down on the map, right? And then you pick to save that as the token for the character sheet, and then you add stats to the token afterwards, the character sheet doesn't know you added those stats.
I don't follow. Anyway. I'm gonna try this one more time. Let me see here.
Because you have to add the HP and everything to the token before you save it to the character sheet in order for the stats on the token to be saved to the character sheet.
Copy.
Otherwise, it will just be a blank token with nothing on it.
Paste. Oh wait. The hell? There's like.
Asina, I think you're having double vision.
That was more like triple vision.
Oh gosh.
Now I'm telling it to paste and it's not pasting anything.
Yeah, there's something bugged. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I'm really fucking annoyed. The shit was ready. I have to do everything from scratch now because, heaven forbid, I can have anything working right the first time. To manually drag this out now. Tell check. I think that's everything.
you just don't have the help. Okay, there you go.
Saved. And let's go back to his Blade character sheet because it couldn't listen the first time.
Yeah, what you have to do is you have to go in and where the token is, you have to hit remove token, and then you have to reset the one that you just made, and you slid the map.
Yes, I want to remove the default token because you fucked it up.
Wait, hold on. Are you on the map layer instead of the token layer?
I don't know why.
Because if you added the token to the sheet while in the map layer, it won't, or to the screen while you're in the map layer, it'll add it as a map item instead of a token.
No, it's on objects and tokens.
Okay. Because the map just moved, at least on my screen.
In which case, let me double check the map. Okay. How do I tell the map to go to the map layer?
You click on it, and you should be
Okay,
able to
there we
right
go.
click on it.
Actually, I right-clicked it and found the layer thing.
Yep.
Alright, save
you
changes. Now, hopefully that'll actually stick. Raising my eyebrow.
Now you just got to move the map back to where it was supposed to be.
I think it's still where it's supposed to be.
No, there's a white spot.
On the left. Looks like you're zoomed out far
Oh,
enough.
shoot.
Yeah, you slid the map over because it was in the token layer by accident.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, the only thing that's not showing up for me is it's not showing a number on his health bar. But other than that, it's there.
I've seen it.
I only see the up bar, but whatever. We can move on with it
Yeah.
if it works.
Because the thing is, you can see it no matter what because you're the GM. If you don't have it set to be visible to players or whatever, it won't show the numbers.
I'm pretty sure. Oh,
Like I think.
that.
Yeah. Now we can see it.
Yikes! Edit this again. Because heaven forbid anything else wants to work right the first time. My word. Because if I don't do this now, I'll be doing it like 5 dozen times next time it happens.
Yeah, because you'll forget to do it if you don't do it now.
There. Are you done being a pain in the ass, Theobald? Gave you too nice of an accent, now I'm gonna turn you into a total smeghead.
Only his heart just breaks in two. I'm just kidding.
I actually need to scoot everybody over because I realize you're not in front of the door. There.
Alright.
Is this good for everybody for starting up?
Yeah.
Alright, so you open the door and you put your glowing crowbar in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me reveal the new area. Boop. These a little bit more, but that's about it. There.
Guessing that's a door.
Yep. And that's
Is
another door
that
over
a
there.
door? Yeah, I was gonna ask if that was a
It's a
door.
little bit clipped.
Is that a
From
door or is that a wall?
That's a wall.
I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't.
There's no brown dots over there, so that's all wall. So
All right.
yeah, you can see the front hallway here, and you do see in this corner over here is a dark shape kind of curled up on the ground. Not huge, but not small either.
I go and take a closer look.
All right, everybody moving in. Question mark. Okay.
Moving in and
All right, so everybody moves in. So, as you get closer, you start to notice there's something very odd about this shape. It's by no means a rodent, whatever it is. And as the light gets more intense, the closer you get into that corner, you realize the thing is starting to move. As you get closer, it starts to literally stand up. This is not a rodent, it is humanoid. And as it turns around, all you hear is
Ah. Okay, I kind of just quickly, shoved the crowbar thing into my belt so it's still able to give us some light, and I draw my great sword.
you just see the barbarian's eyes boggle for a second before he's just like, by Chrome! And he starts to pull back the hammer. So I do think it is time for everyone to roll.
In it. It's time to roll, isn't it? Oh,
wow.
oh, what? How?
And where's the init bar? I forget where I can pull that up from.
The clock.
Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah, how? Did you have a negative?
Yeah, he has a dexterity is his lowest stat.
You poor thing. No wonder you're in the back.
He rolled a natural 1, and he got a -1. He's gonna roll for Theobald.
Yeah, that's right. I need a roll for him as well. Initiative.
Oh yeah, it switched me off on my character for the chat thing because of the fact that I reloaded a million times.
Yeah.
That's some nice music, though.
Oh yeah.
You took that from the Conan Exiles, didn't you?
It's from one of the Conan games. I have to add that the musician for both games is the same guy, so...
Well, at least everybody's going before that thing other than Velena.
I have to click the
Probably a
arrow,
good
right?
thing.
I forget. How am I... I click the
You-
arrow, or do I click something else?
You click the gear and you pick to
Oh.
organize by descending order.
There we go. I forget. It's been a while since I had to use one of these. I forgot how. Yeah, the
we did
skeleton's got a 2. So Geralf gets to go first. He is all for that hammer action right now. Pulling up the character sheet and Maul.
He didn't.
Oh
need
yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah, I guess he technically doesn't need to move from that position to attack. He's diagonal. But...
Yeah, he's only diagonal. He doesn't have to move. 21 to hit. Let me double check. I actually do have stats for various things today. And I was actually going to tweak these in my head, and I believe, yeah, he more than succeeded.
Yeah, I don't think anything can have higher than 20 armor class.
Not very easily, unless it's something huge and it's literally loaded in armor plates, but then he'll barely be able to move. Trying to think. I was going to, yeah, that for hit points. All right. So yeah, you see him haul off and take a good swing. The skeleton takes a good smack and it spins around halfway for a split second, but then it hisses in anger as it comes back around.
God, that's a lot more emotive than I get when I'm doing these encounters.
So Theobald's next. He also knows, having dealt with undead before in his line of work, that these guys need some blunt force. So out of the 2 weapons he has, he pulls out a mace and gives it to him. Slowly loading character sheets. Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be the only bad thing about having to run 2 NPCs.
Yeah, I'm going to just have both of these character sheets open at this point. I can move them around a bit.
15 and 3 damage.
The 15, yeah, he has a 14 AC, so he just barely hit over it.
And he rolled
And
a
so
natural
with only 3 damage, yeah, he gives it a nice smack, but it's by no means like severely hurt or anything. It's still sitting there snarling, more so angry at the barbarian for hitting him harder. Which now brings us to Azina's turn.
I just take a big swing at him with my greatsword.
What kind of damage does your greatsword do again?
2d6.
I meant what, like the slashing or
Slashing.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if it has immunities. I know back in the day they used to, but I
They
think
did, but in 5th edition they don't.
They took them out.
Yeah.
they have a vulnerability, but not something they're immune to. Does vulnerability mean anything?
Vulnerability, I think it's like double the damage or something.
Oh, he could have been dead by now. But if I would have known that, that would change things a little bit, but only a little bit. So Azina, you come in there, give him a good smack, and as you do, you snap his spine and his head goes flying off. After a second or two, the hands come up to grasp where the head was, as the body just slowly starts to crumble into the ground.
Jeez.
Is the skull still there?
The skull is like a couple feet away, just silently staring there with a slack jaw.
Velena's gonna pick it up and
I was gonna pick it up.
and just go. It's magnificent. And just put it on her belt and hang it at like a decoration.
Okay.
I just look at Valena and go, you can't just wear Tom's head like a decoration.
I don't think Tom minds anymore.
Well, he'll be an inspiration for my Jolly Roger.
What, me wearing it on my belt?
They go, well, I guess it's not rats. Or at least rats aren't the only thing here. I still stand by my previous statement that I'm not eating the enemy today.
A little too bony. Not good for cooking. Yeah, Theobald then pops up. Yes, nothing but grizzle on that one.
Any valuables on the body, or?
It doesn't seem so. This armor that's on it seems to have been rather old and pretty tattered. If it did have any weapons, it left them behind from wherever it came from.
Right. So, like, yeah, Velena's eyes light up. She's super excited because she's all about the undead and all that. But she's just skipping around and trying to figure out which room to go to.
Yep, there's 2 more rooms now. So, which one do you want to pick?
I think she's gonna put the skull on the ground and spin it in which way it faces. She'll go.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Azina just kind of face palms.
Do you just want me to roll for you, or?
Yeah, roll.
Call it evens or odds.
Let's do evens this time.
Wait. So actually, evens, you go where?
Evens left. Odds right.
All right, you got a 13, so you're heading to the right.
All right. She picks up the skull, puts it back on her belt on the side, and just walks in the room, just skipping it like a girl going for a field of flowers.
You know you're not the one with the light source, right?
I don't think she cares because it's undead, dude.
I just look at Gareth and I go, I'm worried now.
He kind of snorts, looks at you. With a lot of you, I'm always worried. All right. So, actually, what you get in here is relatively safe and quiet. You've got basically a bedroom. Over here, you see like a dresser and a few other odds and ends. There's a shelf over here with a few leftover items that weren't grabbed in the hurry, and over here you have what kind of looks like it might have been like a tinkerer's table or something. Once again, a lot of this stuff was swept off, but not everything. There's just a couple like glass odds and ends that fell over and broke in their hurry. And you got a chest here at the foot of one of the beds, but it's wide open with nothing in it. Except for maybe like a draped over shirt that was left in the hurry. Obviously the bedroom and maybe even working room for whatever they used to do here as a living.
When we're done, I might just take the empty chest.
Just to have a chest on your ship?
Well, I mean, it's
or currently canoe.
It'd be good to store stuff in.
I suppose.
You said, so is there anything valuable on the tinker table?
Like I said, there's mostly broken glass. Yeah, that's just mostly broken glass and maybe a odd stand or two. Like nothing super important or overly pricey. Whoever these people were, they swept off everything as quickly as they could, and probably didn't even get everything they originally grabbed. So,
is there anything of use on this shelf?
There's I'm not sure how you would do a roll for this. Like how I would even come up with something really quick on the fly for this. Actually,
history maybe. History or Arcana maybe.
Well, I'm thinking like, what do I randomly put up there though?
Is it like a bookshelf?
It's basically a bookshelf, yeah. There's like a few little odds and ends left, but most of it was swept away too. There's like maybe one book about, say, brewing, and maybe like one other one about herbs, but that's about it.
I'll take both of those.
All right.
Shove them in my backpack.
Couple of odd books, maybe useful depending upon who looks at them. Shove them away and walk off with them.
Elena is gonna look at the books, see if anything catches her eye.
Nothing particular about them. The one seems to be all about different herbs, what they can be used for, mostly healing, curing poisons, venoms.
I think he means the ones I didn't take.
you mean the ones that are still up there?
Yeah.
There's like maybe one thing left up there that's like a history of the area kind of a deal. Like it looks like it's been worn, torn, and just falling apart at this point.
I'll take a look at it very carefully.
It's like a very brief, summarized history of the area. You page through it. There's a little bit about the city's founding, a little bit about the commerce and trade that now goes through, and another little bit about any popular seamen, both good and ill, that have come and passed through the area, but that's about all you really get of it with a quick look.
Okay.
What did you say was down here?
That down here was like a dresser and like an end table and stuff like that. Nothing really important. Like again, there might be a odd piece or two of common clothing, but nothing in particular.
Are there any objects in here that could be used as like a light source?
You mean other than a crowbar?
Other than my crowbar. Are there any
Actually,
candles or
well, if
torches?
you're actually, did you like mention in public you're in the open that you're looking for something to light stuff up?
Yeah, I just
Oh, you're looking for something else to light things up. I can help with that. Theobald pipes up. Let me double check. I think he has these. Look at his inventory. And rations, tinderbox. I thought it said he had torches in there, but I'm not seeing it.
didn't he? But doesn't he have the light cantrip anyhow?
He does, but I'm pretty sure he also had like a thing of like 10 torches or something. But I'm not
Dude,
seeing it in his equipment now.
Okay. Could just cast light on another item aside from my crowbar, and then
Traverse
give it to
Post
Helena.
rations, water skin, What's this? I don't even know. Mess kit? Tinderbox, healer's kit, holy symbol. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not seeing the
About
torches that were
mace?
in there.
Did you take the Holy Pack or the Dungeoneer's Pack?
I took the Explorer's pack. He was allowed Explorers or Priests.
Priests, yeah.
You know what it is you just drag and drop the Explorer's pack. It doesn't actually add the individual items.
I did, but I also clicked the thing that's supposed to pull out all of the items after you put it in there. Like the backpack is in there now, the bedroll, the traveler's clothes, etc. are all individually out, but I don't see the torches for a reason. And I know there's like 10 torches or something like that.
It could just add the torches though if you
Yeah,
have to.
I'll add them later. I'll just remember that he lights one up right now, just for the sake of there.
I was gonna say, should probably give it to her if she's gonna randomly walk into the rooms by herself.
Oh,
Bring
hand
up
it over
Elena.
Elena.
yeah, Valena. Ha.
And she just takes it and goes, "Thank you. See you in a minute, guys. Bye."
Oh my God, no!
Is she literally just gonna start walking across the hall to the other room?
I think she'll wait a minute and just kind of wait impatiently, just kind of teeter-tottering back
Well,
and forth.
as soon as she starts walking out there, obviously everyone else looks in a panic and is quickly following now.
Yeah, I just dash past her, and I press my ear against the door to see if I can hear anything.
You listen closely.
Perception.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Oh,
Oof.
that hurts.
Valena puts her ear to door and see what she hears.
All right, I'll one more check on it. Give it a try.
All right, here it goes. Perception. That's persuasion.
Those
No,
are
that's
very different
performance.
skills.
I was gonna say, you know what would have been funny if she failed and Gareth goes, "Let me try," and Theo goes, "Let me try." You just got 4 people with their ear pressed against the door. Going, I can't hear.
Everyone's struggling, and yet no one hears. Ooh, okay. You go up against the door and you listen. You almost swear you heard something for a second, but then you don't hear anything at all for sure for a while. So it's like, as far as you can tell, there's nothing over there.
Doesn't seem to be anything over there. Come on, Xena, and I just push her in.
The door can't just push me in if the door's not open yet.
I opened the door, pushing it.
I'm pretty positive I would react before you had a chance to complete doing those things.
Oh no!
I'm just doing what my character would do.
Roll initiative.
Really?
If you wanna.
I rolled 21, so
Okay, yeah. Xena stops you before you can push her in.
Okay, I'll go in.
oh my God.
Now you're trying to struggle through Xena.
No, I just go, stop it.
Okay, I'll stop.
I get out one of my throwing daggers and open the door and look inside.
All right. Let me do a little quick something here first. I hadn't placed everything yet. I'm going to place a few things that need to go in there now. Oh, do I need to go to my other one? I think the browser where I've been streaming everything from is like way outdated and doesn't have half the stuff I have ready. So I'm gonna have to actually. Here, is there? Oh yeah, that's right. I can do this, can't I? Yeah. All right. I'm clicking the weird button on the character sheet so they pop outside of the window.
Oh yeah, the pop out button.
All right, so I can do this now a little bit more easily. And I got our house is full of like fruit flies and shit right now. It's really annoying.
I have to deal with that and crickets.
At least you don't got undead fruit flies.
That would be a royal pain in the ass, and we'd have some very disgusting fly swatters right now. So when you first open it up, you don't really notice anything right away, but as you continue to look around and slowly look to the side, you do see two more shapes with their backs towards you, kind of looking back, and you notice also between them is a huge hole in the wall. Just big enough for humanoids to walk through.
I kind of look at Theobald and Gareth, and I hold up 2 fingers to signal that there's 2 of them in there, and I get ready to throw my dagger at one of them.
All right. Theobald is not going to try and sneak. He doesn't have anything for that.
Lena has her hands over her mouth in awe.
Yeah, you see, as you're watching them, you can just see them. They're kind of looking back at the doorway that they apparently might have come from, and you even hear one of them just kind of go, just kind of nonchalantly, and just kind of standing there, like almost like they're kind of waiting for orders or for someone to come out.
I throw my dagger at the closest one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna have Geralt sneak in further, but sure, we can go right for the gusto. So. I'm gonna say roll for it. Oh, dang.
I know it didn't take him down, but god dang.
That was some nice hit in there. Which one did you hit?
This one, the closest one.
Yep. All right. So you aim for the closest one. You fling your dagger, and you just hear a tink as its head rocks forward for a split second. It kind of looks around and starts to look around for where that hell that weird feeling just came from. It takes him a second or two, but he does finally look back to the door and gives another hiss as the other one finally turns and starts to look at you as well.
This is where I'm.
And I just put my hand on Xena's shoulder and just go, "Look at them. They're so beautiful."
You're weird.
They don't seem happy. They're nowhere near as happy as you. All right, initiative time.
I know.
Oh, jeez. One of them got a 17. Oh, that's not fair.
I go last again.
At least it's not a 1 this time.
You gotta bring up the turn order thing, though.
Yep, just a moment.
One of them tied with me, and the other one rolled higher than.
Oh no.
Well, I'm just glad I didn't see like a third die roll because I thought there might be something in the hole.
They're both going for you.
You pissed off the skeletons, and before the rest of you can get ready to move, they are going first. The far guy, they got the first move. Let me double check what their movement speed is really quick.
I think it's 30 feet.
Do they? I'm double checking. Oh,
Well,
there it is. There it is. Yep. They do still have 30 feet.
yeah, most things have 30 feet, unless they're like supposed to be slow, particularly slow or particularly fast. Skeletons are not.
You hurt Skullhead's friend. Skullhead hurt you. So let's see here. He's got +4 to hit. Okay. And what's your AC?
15.
All right. The first skeleton comes up to you and claws at you, and he just barely misses you. You feel a bony hand, like one bony hand grab you by the shoulder, and the other one tries to like grab with its claw at you with its fingernails, and you manage to push him back before he can get you in the other shoulder. His friend will come up here, however, and he's a bit annoyed at the dagger that's still in the back of his skull. One hand still tugging on it, by the way, as the other one reaches out to also claw at you. And
That's a funny visual.
Doink. As he reaches out to claw at you, he pulls back on the dagger and finally gets it out, but that causes him to like completely miss and just swipes at the air in front of your face.
Alright.
Alright.
So with that, we update to Xena first.
I'm going to take a swing at the one directly in front of me.
Alright.
Great sword.
Huh.
Okay.
One of the dice on the damage was a 1, but the other one wasn't.
Oh, checking. Okay, yeah, I'm making sure that the stream is picking up everything. I've been out of that window for a bit. All right. So you do 8 damage to him. Yeah, you, as both of them whiff swiping at you, you reach up and smack the one guy's hand off your shoulder and actually remove it at the wrist. Kind of looks at his new stump and starts just beaming with those empty sockets in your direction. Quite annoyed at this change of prospect. And that brings us to Theobald. Theobald.
Assuming he has to attack the one in the doorway, because the other one's technically on the other side of the wall.
He doesn't really have a choice at this angle, so he's going to attack the one in the doorway. And you said it does double damage these days?
I don't know if that's how that works or not.
Because I know their weakness to it. The damage, vulnerability is bludgeoning. So that's got to be something.
I'm going to Google search how vulnerability works in 5e.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I can look it up real fast.
I'm not sure what the rule on vulnerabilities is.
Vulnerability. Damage vulnerability. Here it is. Rules. As vulnerability damage, 5 damage, I doubled against it.
So the damage that's dealt is doubled automatically?
If they're vulnerable to it, yes.
Yep.
All right.
Damage of that type is doubled against it.
So
if they have a resistance,
it's half.
It's halved. Okay. So being that it's a vulnerability, yeah, he reaches out and you just see the skull crushed into multiple pieces as it smashes down between his shoulders. The body just kind of backs up slightly and slumps over before it crumbles apart.
Yeah, you heard this from Helena. Oh, I'm just gonna add that to my collection.
I have to find another one. Speaking of which, Garoff comes rushing through the doorway now that it's open and hauls back with the maul. The maul was a good purchase. Although he then whiffs it. He goes for the swing, and the skeleton's actually fast enough it dodges and crouches underneath his swing. You hear him smack against the wall and kind of stumble backwards now that he's been caught by surprise with a skeleton that agile. And Valena, it's now your turn.
Alright, you finally get to turn this whole session. Told the Dead.
Okay, so it has to make a saving throw, wisdom?
Yep.
Okay, let me double check this guy's wisdom. I don't think it's very high. Nope. Nope, not at all. He better roll high or he's done. Oh! What was that? Wisdom save of 13?
Yeah.
He rolled a 19, which means he got an 18. Does that
You
still do
said-
damage?
No, it does nothing.
What's it supposed to do? I'm
It's
not
like
remembering.
Sacred Flame. It does damage if they fail, but if it doesn't, it does nothing.
Okay, so it was just a quickie. If it'll hit, it'll hit.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, so
Yeah, you try to toll it dead, but it just kind of at you, and otherwise was unaffected.
she's kind of excited now.
He's just like, I'm already dead, asshole.
Well, now that there's another newbie in his way, the skeleton's not particularly happy about the big guy of the mall either. So he goes lunging for Gareth now. And let's see what he can do. Holy shit! Okay, this skeleton just rolled 2 19s in a row.
Oh,
Let me see here. What
This
does
is
he do?
not a
What does that
crit.
do for his damage? Yeah, at least it's not a 19. Any higher, that would be hurts.
crit, yeah.
So a d6 plus 2, not too bad, not great either. Oh wow. Okay, he takes 8 damage. This finally connects as he's holding the dagger in the other hand, but doesn't even seem to notice it as he just reaches out and claws at Geralt and gets him in the shoulder. So that's 8 damage it was, so now he's down to 31 hit points. And turn goes to Azina.
Take another swing with my great sword at the skeleton.
Alright.
And
Oof.
that's a fail.
Everybody's rolling whiffs.
I probably should have moved into the room first. Actually, I can technically still do that, right?
Yeah, you're technically still diagonal through at him. You're just stabbing at him through the doorway.
Well, I mean, I can move after I attack.
Oh, you can move after you attack too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move here, so he won't get an attack of opportunity because I'm still within his range.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way, I'm leaving Theobald room to be able to.
Actually, he since it's his turn, he's gonna actually full on walk in. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he'll take another swing with the mace again. And that's another whiff. Wow, nobody can hit this skeleton. He is just dodging around everybody. Just suddenly turned into a freaking Neo.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, I pictured the skeleton doing slow motion dodges now.
Yeah. What are you saying? I can dodge bullets.
I am the one.
Billy Gunn.
And we're gonna suddenly bring an end to that slow motion capture as Geralt just gets royally pissed off, comes swinging, and basically goes aiming for the nuts as the skeleton's leaning back, dodging underneath everybody else, and just hits him in the pelvis bone, and everything
But
just shatters upwards.
But the skull's okay.
The skull bounces off the ceiling but lands on the pile of bones just fine.
Okay, she collects the skull.
Oh my god. Wait, where did your token go?
Right behind the other guy. See.
So I'm guessing where we're positioned, we can probably see into this area once you're done clearing out the tokens, obviously.
Yeah, that may clear him out. And so, yeah, now that you're at least this far into the room, I'd wager you can see... Oh, here, let me clear this out too. I'd wager you could see at least down to here. Boop. And what you see is, I have stairs for it, but that was just to kind of give you an idea, basic idea. But what you're seeing is a sloping, almost cavernous hallway slowly going down to the rock behind the building.
Is there anything in these dressers or whatever over here?
Actually, one of them over here is in the corner. Right, I need to that one in the corner is actually the furnace that you were told that they were just hoping that was still fine, and it seems to be in perfectly fine condition. These shelves used to be used for food storage. There's literally nothing there anymore. And I believe this would have been like the cutting table and stuff, and there's like maybe a couple of pieces of silverware, but otherwise nothing else left there.
Right. So
I-
Elena's good.
I instinctively quickly dash over and take the silverware.
You found a couple gold worth of silverware. Congrats. Actually, a couple of gold, couple silver maybe of silverware.
I look at the silverware fiendishly and go, I can sell this to Valena.
Both of the men are now
Elena's-
looking at the both between the both of you with eyebrows raised, just confused and baffled by your actions.
Elena's gonna look down the stairs, compose herself, as she's full of pride that there's a bunch of undead here. And if you think that was creepy collecting skulls, wait till you see what she does with.
She makes puppet shows.
No, she's basically gonna make a little altar with them and start praying to it.
Oh, lovely! It's the altar at the ball.
Well, at least as long as you're not going to make an army of morts.
Hey there. You got a pretty mouth.
God.
How you like these teeth?
So she's gonna look down and it's like, shall we go down or?
Should we stay or should we go?
Geralf kind of looks down there with a bit of an annoyed look, and Theobald kind of walks up to the doorway as well and looks down. Can't see very far, but he can see at least a little bit with the torchlight that you have, and he's just like, well, if I'm to guess anything, I'd assume they came down from down there. Question is, how many more are there?
I think. Question.
Hmm.
His background is with the witches, the White Hand or whatever, right? The White Hand.
What was his background with the White Hand?
The Hyborian witches or whatever, the White Witches.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What's his history with them?
Her history with them, so she would have a knowledge of necromancy, right?
Oh yeah, you
Because-
definitely have at least a little bit of knowledge of necromancy. You're still technically
So,
in the high end
she
of
would
training,
notice
but you are
anything,
definitely well into training.
Would she notice anything odd about the undead waiting for someone? Like, is there someone controlling them or something like that? Does this look like
Um,
necromancy to her?
Give me a second here.
A check.
Right.
Arcana or history?
Yeah, this would be an Arcana. I was just trying to make sure I had the right one. Give me an Arcana check.
Crap.
And you're not sure. There could be something, but you're not sure.
Roll time you never like me. It's always been against me. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyways. So Valena's gonna hold out her hand. Shall we go down?
The cleric slowly turns to look at you. I think you're right, not all right. Takes you by the arm and starts walking down the slope with you.
Well, it was the hand, but yeah.
Oh, well, takes you by the hand then and helps you walk through the hole and start going down the ramp with you. It's not very steep. It looks like it was kind of chiseled out a bit before the wall was put up,
Right.
so it's not terrible getting down.
Hold on a sec. I gotta go AFK for a sec. Somebody's asking me something.
All right. I assume people are asking real life IRL stuff. So actually, while you're heading down really quick, I'm going to reveal more terrain that you guys can see now that you're down here.
Alright.
Boop. And boop. I'm going to say that the furthest you can see right at this moment is about here. The hallway just kind of seems to be kind of curving a little bit to the side.
Right. Oh, this would be such a jerk move. If you don't want us to go down here, speak up, or we'll go down here. Okay, you're not gonna speak up. I'm just kidding.
Shut up. There's still literally somebody asking me for like computer help on something. Just give me a sec.
Us teasing.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just noticed Geralf's hit points now matching Theobald's hit points, and he lost 8 hit points in that fight.
Right. I actually have my suspicions what's gonna happen, what I'm gonna be at the end of this.
You're gonna have all the
Because
suspicions you want. I'm not telling. We still got at least an hour.
oh dang, right.
Actually, yeah. Actually, right now it's not a bad time for a quick AFK run.
Yeah.
Get drinks and stuff.
Yeah. Did Ozzy hear all that? It's an AFK run?
Yeah, I'm just muted.
Yep. All right. Be right back.
Okay. Hello.
And squeeze it into my water.
Yeah, I just got my.
I got a fruit punch flavor thing for water.
Oh, you lucky. So I have to drink water because, like my pills, I have to keep hydrated or I'll pass out. I have to go to the hospital again.
Oof. Yeah. Randy, one of the guys I stream with like 2 times a week, he's on some massive hydration pills that he needs to keep taking water for too.
Yeah.
I'm just drinking water because it's the fastest thing to grab at the moment.
Right.
That, and I do need to put more water in me sometimes, I feel.
Weirdest thing is the fastest thing that always to grab for a drink for me has always been grabbing a soda out of a 12-pack. Because it's just there and it's just like, whoop.
See, I don't think I really got into drinking sodas on the regular until I was like in middle school.
Right.
I think all through grade school, for the most part, it was either juice, milk, water, or when we went out, I would get soda.
Right.
I was
Like,
also a root beer fiend at the time.
kind of weird. I've been switching back, but when I went on a diet by my doctor, I had to switch to zero and diet sodas.
By the way, I tried out the Coke Zero of orange and vanilla. That was actually amazingly decent.
I know, right?
Yeah, that was a weird call. I'm like, I call you on this bluff. I will get it when next time they're on sale. Oh, look, they're on sale. Let's grab some. Oh my god, it actually is better.
I told you, it's like the weirdest thing.
Well, I looked at the stuff that's in there, and they don't have like high fructose corn syrup or any regular sugar in there or any regular sweeteners. So my assumption is that the sweetener stuff is what affects it
Right.
with the regular stuff, I think, and that's what messes up the flavor. And when you get rid of those unnecessary sweeteners, the vanilla and the orange actually kick in and help eliminate more of the Coke flavor.
Right. Right. The Coke flavor is not that good for zero, but to be honest, like my favorite soda is for diet and zero sodas would probably be the Dr. Pepper, cherry, diet cherry.
Yeah, I think the few diets I can handle on a more regular basis would be the Dr. Pepper stuff.
Yeah.
But that particular zero is like, that's not actually half bad.
I know. They sell it so pretty fast in my small town I live in. So it's like,
I wouldn't be surprised. It's probably the healthier thing out of their options, and it doesn't taste terrible to drink it.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. I don't mind the small town all that much because, like, you have your regular hometown stores, right?
And
restaurants and stuff. There's a lot of Mexican restaurants in Texas, surprisingly. But
our town seems to have a hard time keeping mom and pa restaurants running.
Right, but we have a hometown donut shop. So it's like premium donuts made fresh, not by corporation, but an own small town donut shop, and it's really good. They're the same donuts you would get at Dunkin' Donuts, but it's still tastes better because it's hometown, you know.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that. I think the closest thing we might have to that is that we have a cheese factory here, but I'm surprised if a town this size or bigger doesn't always have a cheese factory, especially in Wisconsin.
Right.
And I think that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that cheese factory's been there since before we moved here. That's like, I want to say, a 3 or 4 block walk from here. Basically, you go down the main street and then you just come back another block, and that's roughly about 3 blocks.
Only thing I have down here where I live on the freaking farm, the only thing in between us is a bunch of breweries and wineries.
Don't have any local breweries here in town, that's for sure. Actually, our town is more known for having one of the early metalworking factories.
Right.
I'm trying to think if there's anything outside of that. Not really. Yeah, our town, for at least for Wisconsin, is known for having one of the first metalworking factories. That, and we're right next to Horicon, which is named after the marsh that it sits on.
Yeah.
So I'm back.
Hello.
So sorry. The thing is, like, somebody on a Discord I'm in that's got, people share like advice for streaming related stuff. Somebody was talking about needing to download YouTube videos. So I suggested any video converter, which I use for. Well, I use it for that and for converting video files because it's the best tool I know of for that, and they immediately started having PC problems after installing the thing.
Oof.
I'm like, well, fuck, this is not a good way to get known on this Discord server, I may have inadvertently caused somebody to have PC problems right after I show up.
Yeah, that's a yikes. That's where you need to start going, oh shit, oh shit.
Well, it's like the thing is, the stuff they're saying is like none of that makes any sense. Like, okay, I know, you know how those free programs, they always during the installation process, it always tries to trick you into installing something else.
Yeah, and you always have to tell it no.
Yeah, well, it sounds like she didn't catch that. But not only that, the thing is the way she's talking, it's not. It's she's saying that like it installed a bunch of things, but it's like it doesn't make sense. Usually they install like 2 things at most. And they're
Yeah,
usually
that's a
just
little
like
bit
browser
weird.
extensions. Usually just like browser extensions or something. So I'm like wondering if maybe she while
Maybe
on the site clicked an ad that had malware in it or something. I don't know. Like
that, or they might have gone to the wrong place and not the official site and got the completely wrong download, and a whole bunch of crazy shit got on her system now.
that's also possible. It was like it's just like I'm like, oh my god, what the hell happened?
Yeah, that's oh god, what do you do? And the answer is sadly is nothing. You can't save their computer for them.
Yeah, I can't say because it's like whenever Kevin had issues with his PC, it's like the problem is we're not next to you seeing what's wrong, so we can't really do anything to help you.
Yeah.
You gotta
So-
go like Google. You gotta like Google a solution.
Yeah. So anyway, are you ready to come back then?
Yeah, I'm ready because I more or less basically just said other people are trying to help her as well, but it's like I don't have an answer because I've never had anything like this happen with it, so I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, there's not much you can do other than didn't happen to me. Oof. All right. So these two are heading downstairs.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna.
So we're gonna try and keep up with the group.
Yeah.
So I assume Elena is still trying to race on ahead.
I think she's just gonna wait for the others and then just kind of cheerfully just walk down.
Are you sure you want to keep taking the front?
I'll swing the other guy as a shield if anything happens. I'm just kidding.
Give me a strength check and a grapple check.
I walk ahead of her.
All of a sudden, the cleric takes a claw to the face. Ah! You bitch! Ah!
There's nothing in these areas that we can see.
Nothing that you can see so far. It's just more dark, cavernous hallway.
Oh yeah. Fuck. I didn't think about this. Can we just assume that I picked my dagger back up after that fight?
Yeah, that was not a hard find. You just find it clutched still in the closed
Yeah.
skeletal hand.
I just like I kind of picture my character getting to the bottom of the stairs and going shit and going back to get her dagger.
Fuck, shit. And all the way back. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
I like to think that the hand is still clasped really hard to the dagger. So she just picks up the hand,
as
takes it, and
Alcina's
swings
coming
it
down, you're
like
trying
an
to shake
axe.
the hand off. Alcina's just like holding it by the blade and just shaking the hand off, and it finally flings across the hallway.
All right, so I do a quick little dash and get around here so I can see further down the hall.
Alrighty.
And I will follow
Actually,
to a point.
yeah, you still have a torchlight, right?
I got that crowbar.
Yeah, you got
And
your glowing crowbar. Double checking. It's hard to see because I have to have this darker. I don't want to completely give away everything to the viewers too. So there.
Okay, so we can see that there's it goes until there's a bend at the end.
Yep, you can finally see a turn in the hallway there. And actually,
That's
I need
good.
to drag this up so people can see what's going on up here. There we go. Don't want to fall behind on that, otherwise no one else will be able to see what's going on either.
Ask Garroth if he wants to take point with me.
Sure. Raise the Maul kind of comes up behind you. Theobald moves up right behind him as well. The two guys with the blunt weapons.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope there's not a skeleton immediately around that corner. I kind of move up. You know, I try to let Garroth keep up with me, but I can move up to the corner and peek around the corner.
All right. Could you please give me a stealth?
I am that kind of bard.
I was gonna say you're a pirate. You should have a little bit of it. Oh wow, yeah. You actually no, I need to roll. Yeah, never mind. You slowly peek around the corner, and you catch this. Let's see here. First little bit, fine.
Oh, for crying out!
Second little bit, still good. And that last little bit. See two more of them. They don't see you. They're just kind of sitting there, and they are actually looking in your direction. You need to walk through to get to them.
Right.
But they have not noticed you in the slightest yet.
I look back at Garroth and Theobald and I go, "There's at least 2 more skeletons. They're facing this way. There's no way we're sneaking up on them."
Theobald then pipes up. Should we rush them then?
Sounds like a plan.
Gareth kind of grunts and quietly and nods and gets right up next to you. Theobald gets right behind you. Feeling wherever you want a position.
So are we gonna just roll for initiative before we go in, or?
What I'm going to allow you guys to do is have an entire turn first, and then see if the skeletons survive it.
Well, I have
and
a
roll
plan.
initiative. Essentially, you're doing a surprise attack bum rush.
I have a plan. I'm gonna go first, and I'm going to use a spell.
All right.
I move up, and I cast Shatter, which is an AOE, so it's gonna hit both of them.
Ooh, interesting.
Basically, like Shatter's radius is basically like if you target a single square, it would hit that square and every one that's directly next to it.
So yeah, it'll hit a 3x3 square area.
They get to make a saving throw,
but they also only take half damage at that point, I assume.
Yeah, that's just half the damage is if they manage to make a saving throw.
Okay. 9 thunder damage, and they have to hit the Constitution of 12.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, they actually don't have too bad of a Constitution, oddly enough. They have to hit a 12. That one succeeded. And that one barely succeeded by the skin of his teeth.
So they should.
5
you're
damage.
You're going to decide 4 or 5.
Yeah. Usually say if it's half, then you're looking at damage round up. It's a 9, right. So we'll round up. So it's a 5 damage to the two of them.
And then everybody, for the way, because Shatter is like, it's basically a burst of powerful sound. So everybody probably just heard like a loud ringing noise.
That's essentially just a loud poof. Yeah. And but you being the only one to see it, you got to see both skeletons kind of and kind of rock in their position. 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, yeah. So far as I can tell, all the guys can still run, and I'm giving you all technically a free turn. You've done 5 damage to both.
I mean, the thing is, they're probably also kind of off balance from just suddenly getting hit by like a shockwave.
Runs in there, And Geralt is going to smack with the maul. He connects, but doesn't do a hell heck of a lot. Actually, no, that's 12. Plus 5 that you already gave them. Yeah, yeah, that's just enough. He's a -1. So yeah, Geralt runs in there, rushes in quick, and smashes the one skull right against the wall, and it crumples into a pile. And do you want to go first, Villian, or do you want to let Theobald go?
I haven't hit one all day, so I'll try to go before the cleric.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go up ahead, and since Toll of the Dead failed me, I'm gonna try Shield Touch.
Shield touch. Okay.
Yeah, that has a range now, doesn't it? That still makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Create ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Yeah. It's a ghostly hand that she operates essentially.
Pretty much.
To hit, you do hit him, and 7 damage. Doing the math in my head really quick. Okay, that's up to 12 damage now. He's still standing, but he doesn't feel good.
And not only that, if you look at the description, if you hit an undead target, they have disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
I don't know if he's going to last that long, because it's Theobald's turn now.
But still, that's like, if he survived, he
survives,
probably
he's
missed.
SOL anyway, yeah. I'm not even going into combat music because this is going to be quick and over and done. Let's see here.
I wouldn't expect a necrotic attack to be so effective against an actual undead.
Well, you're using necrotic against necrotic. I can kind of see that being somewhat effective, but not massively, but somewhat effective. And that's another 10 damage because he's using a mace, blunt damage. So yeah, smack to the ribs, and it just kind of folds over and falls into a clump of bones.
I kind of picture the way Xena casts Shatters at the end of the hand movements. She snaps her finger.
It snaps, and then all of a sudden you just hear a loud pop right where it lands.
It's actually kind of how my light cleric does Warning Flare. He just snaps his fingers. Anyways.
All right. So that's cleared pretty quickly. Very low stress on that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that what I had planned is going to be fair enough, and yeah, I think this will be fair enough. So now that they're gone out of the way, you can see a little bit more with the moving lights you guys have got going.
Alright.
Just kind of winding around.
Although I think it's probably safe to say that I might have ruined any ability to stealth at this point because of the fact that I cast a really loud spell.
Oh, there's plenty of hallway and there's plenty of cave. It's not like this is a normal slick hallway. There's a lot of ins and outs of rocks poking around, so it does help dampen the sound a bit. And there's even probably the occasional drip of water depending on where you're walking. Yeah, I'm gonna call this one here really quick. Geralt got set up ahead, but he kind of motions you all to stop, and but also motions you all to come a little bit closer. And as you stop and listen, you hear this coming up from around the corner. I'm gonna borrow this. This is a fun little bit I just wanted to use for this in particular.
Hey, look, it stands to reason you can't eat because you don't have a stomach.
So how can we speak? We don't have no vocal cords either. Answer that, Mr. Clever.
Yeah, you're right, I mean, if you think about it, we don't have no muscles or flesh on our bones either. So, what keeps us together, sort of thing? Huh?
best not to think about it. I don't want to fall to bits because of excess existential thought. Nasty.
Of that last crunch, you actually look around the corner and see 2 piles of bones. It's a proud bit, but it was a lovely bit. I wanted to use it.
I don't know what that's from, but that was amazing.
That was from. That's a reference to. My brain just doesn't want to remember the name now. Beyond Divinity.
Oh. So they literally just thought themselves out of existence?
Yep. It's the first dungeon in the game. You're towards near the end, and all of a sudden these skeletons get this cutscene to all to themselves, and they just smash there at the end of the hall. Geralt literally comes around the corner, looks down the piles of bones, just like, what the hell? By the way, it is a rule that skeletons aren't meant to talk, so the fact that these two were even talking before they self-shattered is weird.
Elena looks in awe.
The dead keep their own secrets. Alright, there's the update. Keep on going. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
want
guess.
to keep going. Alright, hold it. Get everybody up there. And with that... Up ahead, you can just barely make out the side of 2 casket shapes leaned against the wall.
Oh. That's,
And you also can tell there's a bit of a gap to one side, but that's all you can see at the moment.
quick, out of character question.
Mm-hmm.
Do vampires exist in Conan?
I'm actually not really sure. I don't think I've heard of vampires in Conan,
If you're
but I
not
do
sure,
know that
then
undead are existing.
yeah. If you're not sure, we're probably not dealing with vampires then, because you would have looked that up if that's what this was.
Yep. If you're wondering, yeah, if this is vampires, then the answer is no. I'm not aware of vampires. There's a number of other things, but as far as I'm aware, vampires is not a thing that I'm aware of, at least not yet.
Alright, I'm going to peek around the corner.
Peek around the corner, give me a sneak roll. You are this kind of bard, apparently. Let me double check. Their active perception is 9. Yeah, Skeleton's active perception is very low. And... yep, okay, yeah, you managed to peek around the corner and you get to see the whole kit caboodle. At least without being noticed. And what I need to do here is I need to actually place a few more icons I haven't put up yet, but I have them ready. Alright. And I'm also using the wrong thing. Okay, and... and that there. And... trying to get as much of it in there. There we go. Ta-da! So what you see there is you see a man in a black robe covering over most of his hair except for a little bit of white facial hair you can still see. He's got 2 more skeletons beside him, and you already can see that there are... you faced against now what? 7 skeletons?
I think
5.
Wait,
Well, plus the 2 that
the 2 that shattered on their own, yeah. So you face against 5 plus the 2 that shared on their own. You see the 2 in the room, and you see almost all the caskets except for the last 3 in the back corner are all opened and have no bodies in them. But you do see odds and ends in the caskets.
I look back and I go, Elena, I think it's one of your relatives.
Oh, really?
You opened your fat mouth, and she's just gonna walk on out.
Well, I'm assuming they see her.
That's the question. Does she actually go blatantly walking out into the open?
No, she goes around and makes a peek.
Okay, give me a stealth.
Uh,
Her lowest stat. Oh, God.
oh my gosh,
Hi.
it is a. It is her lowest stat, isn't it?
You rolled a natural 20. What the?
Anyone I know?
You don't seem to recognize this guy. I mean, what you do see is a man in a black robe, but also under closer examination, you do notice that underneath the black robe, the black cloak, rather, there is a white robe underneath it. So he does seem to be
Oh.
slightly in uniform, if you catch the drift. And also the long white hair and the long white beard does not persuade you away from the idea that he might be part of the White Hand.
Guys, stay here and do not move. Whatever happens. And Valena is going to move forward and make conversation. And just say, "Greetings, brother."
The form quickly looks up, blinks, and actually, as you see him blink, you notice that the eyes are almost completely white as well. But it does seem that he has some sort of vision still. Ah, I wondered who was making a disturbance. Did not expect one of our fellow kin, though. Most peculiar of you. What are you doing in this neck of the woods, hmm?
I was just hired for a job to make money to find my way back to the White Hand. Because I was taken captive by a spider cult. And I managed to escape.
Taken captive. Interesting.
It was on when we were on our pilgrimage. I do not know what happened to the others, but I was taken captive. I just only wish to find my way back to the White Hand. And I have to say, I'm a great admirer of your work.
Thank you, although, if you admire my work, what's been with the racket?
They weren't. They needed a little persuasion to let me through. I have
then. You see that he starts to sit up. He was actually kind of in a chair, possibly focusing for what he was playing next. But now you've got his full attention. So you've gotten lost. Show up here, and you destroy the army I was starting to build.
Not intentionally.
Pardon my guessing, but I would guess at this point that you're a rather bit of a troublemaker. And I would assume you have friends. And you're putting a stop to me right now, aren't you?
I only wish to understand what you're doing. But are you building an army for the White Hand?
The White Witch always needs an army.
Of course. And she kind of smiles like devilishly.
But then you come here to smash them up. You've been a counterpoint to all my plans here. I had the family spooked away easily, and here you are. I think you need to learn a lesson. And with a snap, the skeletons just turn around and hiss and just start coming at your general direction. I think it's time to roll.
All right.
Boop.
Oh,
Oh, wrong button.
He's inherited my luck.
No. And bring up the clock. And it's time.
oh God! The mage is going first. You're in the front. You.
I know.
Oh dear. By the way, I have his spell list ready.
Elena's gonna die.
Well, I might as well roll up a new character. Thanks, Stevie.
Actually, he has other plans too. He has to get them going though, very quicker than he expected. He was expecting to just sit here and be able to do things slowly. Double checking, you guys killed 7 on the way here, not including the ones that you didn't fight.
Including the ones we didn't fight, that was
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. So actually, there's still 5 closed caskets, not 3. I don't know where I was getting 3 from. I was double checking that map again. I'm like,
Oh.
wait, that doesn't quite work.
This is gonna get a lot worse.
Actually,
if he's gonna do
no.
what I
Actually,
think he's
no.
gonna do.
Then I didn't count the other 2 that are with him right now. So yeah, there's only 3 more closed caskets.
Yeah.
If there was 5 more, I was gonna be like, oh, this is gonna get bad really fast.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, and with us rolling initiative, I think it's time. Yep.
Battle music.
All right. So for the necromancer is gonna go first, and what he immediately does is he goes to the one in the corner and the one to the north of him. He pushes open the caskets to either side, and immediately you see just nasty, gnarly green energy come out of his hands and shoot into both corpses at the same time, as 2 more wake up.
Right.
So with that being said, I need to put more counters on now. Boom, and boom. And they need to go in their proper spots. They're going to take a while to pop up.
Yeah,
I'm
because I'm
going
gonna
to-
assume they wouldn't get to go until next round.
Yeah, they're not going to go till next round. Essentially, they're going to be spending the entirety of this round waking up and getting out of their caskets. And that's his major turn for this round. Next up is this guy right next to him. And he's going to march to the orders he was given and come over here and try to nibble at you. Or claw at you. Either works. And never mind. Actually, I'm going to roll to see if he hurts himself. No, he misses that too. Lucky him. He rolled a 1. You see him try to clutch you, and immediately he swings too hard and hits his knuckles on the floor, but doesn't do it hard enough to hurt himself.
Thought you were gonna say he tripped over his own feet.
Nah, he just swung too hard and just has to pick himself back up. And more annoyed at himself now than anything else. So, Velena, it's now your turn.
Alright, I was looking up some spells. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna be much help. I think she's gonna point at the necromancer, and that's a good option too. Oh yeah, let's go with it. And she's gonna point. It's like, how am I gonna phrase this? Since you can't seem to see who's friend and foe here, let's see if you can see it all. I know that was lame, but I couldn't help it. But and she's
Cheesy.
gonna cast blindness, deafness,
Ooh.
which is a saving throw. Oh wait, is he 30 feet?
Is he 30 feet?
Yeah, he's definitely within 30 feet.
Yeah, 15.
So wait, are you blinding him or deafening him?
Blinding him.
Can blind or deafen a foe. Choose one creature that you wish within range. Can make a Constitution saving throw. What does he have to beat?
13, I believe.
Has to beat 13 Constitution saving throw. Ooh.
Yeah, she's here.
He critically lost that. He rolled a 1. You see him turn around and just as he pulls back the cloak. You see the full white robe now, and he just looks annoyed as hell as his eyes just go black from your spell.
According to that, he can retry the save at the end of every one of his turns, but
Yeah, but now he's gonna have to roll to try and find the third casket so he can raise the last undead. So he's gonna have a hard time, and he's also gonna have a dandy of a time trying to find out where everyone is.
Right.
So that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Geralt immediately sees a problem here, and is gonna come up here and solve it.
Geralt, smash puny skeleton.
Until he whiffs and swings at the air.
Geralt, miss puny skeleton.
Geralt mad at puny skeletons always getting in his way. And dodging his blows. Theobald sees also the same problem and wishes to help solve it. Actually, he was right. Was he back here?
Yeah, because Geralt was in between me
5,
and him.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can just barely get here. Just to try and not be a crowder. But actually, I think he gets bonus for being behind here, right?
For attacking from behind, I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
I think you at least get advantage.
No, that's if you're a rogue.
Yeah, that's a rogue. Yeah, it's.
I thought you got advantage. I thought rogues get like a natural critical or something, but
Yeah, it's called sneak
I
attack.
think they still they get the sneak attack stuff, but they don't get but regular people still get advantage. I thought for
No.
they're an enemy. I thought that was the thing in Critical Role. I don't know. I'll have to double check that later. I'll just go with that's a no. Yikes. Them dice rolls today. Okay, Xena's turn.
Well, I'm going to use my other second level spell and just hit all of these assholes with shatter that are over there.
All right, and that was what they have to roll again? A Constitution?
Hold on. Why is it not going through? I hit the button. Hold on. What the input value? Okay, something was going weird there. Anyhow, 12.
Okay, yeah, they have to hit a Constitution of 12 or to face a full 10 damage. And that's how many of them I have to roll for? 3 skeletons and the wizard. The skeletons have a +2 con, and they have to roll over 12. Succeed 2, and barely succeeds 3. And the wizard, oof. He rolled low, and what's his constitution? That's a 1. He gets hit. Okay, the wizard gets hit full blast. The rest of the skeletons take 5 damage. Yeah, here yet another yelp from the necromancer as he is the center of attention blast.
And he can't even see what just happened. He's just like, ah!
Ah! What the hell was that? You give him a good bruising, but he's by no means down. The skeletons kind of shake a little bit, but are otherwise undisturbed. Speaking of which, one of them is ready to move, and you just hit him. Although he can't reach you right now. He was, however, ordered to attack the girl with the white hair, so that's what he's going to do.
I'm assuming no one can step where these sarcophaguses are then.
They can, but they'd be like right here, and they'd still have a hard time reaching you around a corner. Actually, I think we ruled that it was fine through the doorway, so you know what? I'm going to allow it. He can just barely reach you around the corner. Because technically the sarcophaguses are up against the wall anyway. Alright, and he's gonna roll to try and hit you. And that's a lousy ass roll. What's your AC like? Above 10?
15.
Yep. You just get the skeleton version of "I'm not touching you" in your face. With no success. So, alright.
Now you gotta roll for the ads.
Yep, it is time to roll in the new guys. And they are some late bloomers.
First, now you gotta reorganize the turn
Descending.
order.
There we go. Alright, so starting at the top, the wizard has to try and find, the necromancer has to try and find where the last casket is. I didn't think it was going to be that hard for him. Yeah, he takes it a little bit longer than you would have normally
Would
been.
he have disadvantage on the roll?
Actually, I think for just finding something this big, it's not going to be that much of a disadvantage. He needs to just roll to find it. Trying to attack someone, however, that's going to require a disadvantage roll.
Right.
But yeah, this is something that didn't need to be rolled in the first place, and now he just needs to roll for the challenge of finding it. But it's a big ass thing on the wall, and he kinda knows a little bit where he was originally looking, although he's been blasted by a fuck ton of shit at this point.
Probably very disoriented.
He's very disoriented, but he, after a moment of clasping around really quickly, he does find it, and he just goes, yes! And quickly moves the front of it off to the side, and knowing the general direction he needs to cast in, he once again gets the green glow in his hands and awakens yet another skeleton, and the last one he can awaken down here. So that one's going to wait until next turn. Smiling Boy. He's been completely missed by everybody else, and he was still sent to attack this girl with the white hair, so that's what he's going to do. No one can stop him now.
I'm going to cast Shield.
Hmm?
I'm going to cast Shield.
I don't think you need to unless he's actually going to hit.
No.
It's like Mage Shield, isn't it, or something?
It's just called Shield.
Until check the Necromancer has it, because I don't have that right in front of me. No, he doesn't. Could you give me the details on that, please?
It raises your AC temporary. It's a reaction spell.
Yeah, you don't need to cast that unless it's going to actually hit you.
Alright.
It's essentially the same as Mage Armor. I think it might be a little bit smaller.
Right.
But if it's a reactionary spell, the increased AC would make it harder to hit.
Yeah, so what we do is if it's going to hit her, she can automatically cast Shield when it's going to hit her and raise her AC and see if it still hits.
Okay.
At least that's how it's usually played from what I've seen.
Right.
And if it misses, then you got the block. What's your AC again?
9.
9? Yeah. Once again, the whole "I'm not touching you" right in your face. You're almost ready to cast Shield, and you're just like, wow, that kind of sucks. Might as well be doing the Macarena for all of the effect it was worth. It is now your turn again.
Okay, Velena is going to point to the Necromancer and say, "On your knees."
Ray of Sickness. Ooh. What's he have to roll against?
Uh,
That's not in the compendium either.
that's, I think it's an attack roll.
Is it? I
let me
Ray
look.
of Enfeeblement. I don't.
Sickness.
Yeah, it's only Ray of Frost and Ray of Enfeeblement in the compendium without buying the books.
There you go. Range attack spell against the foe. So.
So you have
it's
to
gonna-
hit his AC then.
Yeah, so it's gonna be +5, d20, and 11. Does 11 hit?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here. What is his AC here? Armor class 11. You just hit under. His AC is literally 12.
Okay.
You see it catch his side of his robe, but he quickly moves enough to the side. It's just like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Has himself a quick little chuckle, although he's now getting a little bit nervous at the fact that he's been blasted with 2 spells already. Garroth's turn. Yikes! Cannot hit a skeleton all of a sudden.
I love that he rolled a max roll and the minimum roll, causing a blue outline on that on that damage.
Yar. Alright. As he whiffs, the new skeletons pop out. They weren't given orders, but they can see there's trouble over here, in particular for their buddy. So this one's gonna walk up right up to Theobald and gonna try and claw at him. I don't even need to look for that. And that was a roll of a 4 with a plus, what, 4 to hit? Yeah. The Theobald's chain armor kind of starts to get messed up a little bit, but the scale armor actually, I think it was. And he's just kind of, stop it, and tries to push it away from him. And Azina, is now your turn.
I'm just gonna swing my great sword at the closest skeleton.
This guy.
Oh, that's a wow.
Oof.
The worst thing about that is that if I didn't miss, that was a max damage roll.
Damn. Yeah. He's playing, not touching you, and now you're playing the same game back at him with the sword, and he's just like, cut it out. Obviously not with so many words, more of a hiss of annoyance. Theobald, now annoyed that he's got another guy on him, decides to have a swing at it. He's gonna see if he actually can hit this thing today, because everyone is just in everybody's faces and not touching a thing. Actually, I just have him to think. Actually, instead of attack, Theobald's gonna use a new strategy. He grabs his holy symbol, takes his mace, and smacks it against the ground. As soon as he does so, you just see a rush of bright light pass through the room like a wave. And what we're going to do here is turn undead. So let me see here. I'm trying to figure out what they need to... Okay, they need to roll a 13 or higher on Wisdom. Necromancer's not going to be involved. He's not technically dead.
So the funny thing about that is because of where we are, they're basically all just gonna run to the wall.
Yep. Skeleton in the middle makes it. Skeleton next to Azina does not make it. He is now frightened. I believe he's not high enough level that he actually harms them with the spell, correct?
Right.
Turn creature must spend its turns trying to move away as far as you can. and can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions for its action. It can cause only the dash action to try and escape.
So basically, like I said, it's just gonna run straight to the wall.
Yep. On this turn, he's doing is just run towards the wall now, which means that you get attack of opportunity as well as Felina.
Felina?
When he moves
have
later.
any physical weapon?
Got a dagger, don't you? Or
I believe
staff?
you at least have a dagger or a staff, yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, it doesn't get to move until its actual turn, though. It doesn't.
Yeah,
start
it
running
doesn't
right
move
now.
till its turn. Checking out the next one. The one next to Theobald is now also turned. Okay, the one at the top is not turned, and neither is his buddy that just got raised.
You might want to put like a marker on the ones that got turned, so you remember.
Yeah.
It's the thing aside from the gear. It brings up those little.
Okay.
So,
Good marker for
Lenny
here.
Lena gets an opportunity attack.
Not yet. It has,
not
it has
yet,
to wait till, we have to wait till it gets its turn and it tries to run away.
Alright.
That'll work for now. Yeah, the two with the markers now have been turned, which means they need to run away from Theobald as fast as they can.
Yeah, they'll be like that until they take damage.
Mm-hmm. Which means you could stop him, but not until he's already done with his movement.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, because technically, so the attack of opportunity might cause it to not run away if you successfully hit.
You can only stop him from completing his movement if you have a particular ability, and I forget what it is, but I remember like only barbarians and a couple other classes have it. So I don't think either of you can stop him from running away.
Alright.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if we hit him.
But if you hit him and he will successfully do so, the turn will be done, and his next turn afterwards he'll be able to come back.
Right.
Oh, as far as it's concerned, the entire turn he's spent running away. So that's Theobald's turn. He successfully turned some undead. He's officially a cleric now. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep. He thinks his brother is still going to handle Theobald, so he comes after Garoth. And that's 16?
You know, some of the beats in this music makes me think of the Jurassic Park theme.
It's kind of Funcom's version of the Conan theme. That's a 14, so that gets a 1d6, I believe, for damage, and he takes a 5er. He's the only one taking damage today. So 26. Just hear a yelp from the barbarian, and he's getting more annoyed, and now he has a new target. Now, it's Feared Guy's turn, so you two get an attack of opportunity on that guy.
Well, I definitely hit that time.
Okay, 14 and a 4. Let me double check what their armor was again. That was... Yeah, you just barely hit him.
Technically that 4 is an 8.
Oh, that's right, it's bludgeoning damage. Shit. Yeah, so as the skeleton goes to try and turn and run away, you hear, instead of the normal low, you hear a... And as he turns to run away, you both smack him and you just watch as he crumbles on the ground. And also you hear from the Necromancer, Blast!
Is he still blind?
He's, actually that's right, he hasn't been rolling for his turn yet.
Yeah, you gotta roll for his previous turn.
I got to roll for his previous, and it was, what to beat? Oof.
13.
Not that mattered, he rolled a 5 for last time.
It's
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't-
Blast! I can't see it, but I can hear it.
He technically doesn't. He rolls at the end of his turn, so he has to make a turn while blind and then see if he gets his sight back.
Yeah. So, with that being said, he does still turn around because he heard that. I heard that, Curtis. Let's see here. Ooh. He is going to try and reach out and hit somebody. As you see him look around where he heard that noise, he's trying to figure out where exactly you are. And he is accumulating a ball of bluish-white energy in his hand and then reaches out with it.
Shield?
Okay.
I don't know if that protects you from a spell if it's one.
Yes, it does, actually. You can even protect from magic missile.
Does that?
Wait,
I think we can from magic missile. Magic missile automatically hits because it's technically
magic
touch
missile
magic.
doesn't have an attack roll; it automatically hits.
I know, but it says on the spell description, even magic missile, it can stop.
Oh wow, damn, that's OP. Okay, I get what. Okay, just double checking his. It's his wisdom score to cast something, right?
Alright, a visible barrier appears to force and protects you until the next turn. You have plus 5 to your
AC attack
AC.
is 16. So what was your AC at?
14.
And how much is the shield raising it?
That's how much the shield is raising at 14.
Up to 14?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. So yeah, you pull up the shield just in time, but the streak of blue and white energy crackles and it snaps your shield and still hits you.
Alright.
So with that being said, that was a ray of frost.
How much damage did I take?
About to find out. He only
Oh,
casts
ray
it
of
at
frost,
levels,
that's-
so.
That's a cantrip.
Yep. That's a nasty cantrip. You take 6 damage. And with a yelp of pain, he just kind of sits there with an evil little sinister smile. Ha! Found you.
It's Mr. Boney's turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a second. Gonna switch things around a bit. Nope, that's not what I was expecting. That's not what I was expecting either. Dang it. Actually, let's go with this one. Alright. Mr. Skullhead, his order was to hit you and no one else has succeeded in hitting him since. So he continues. He's relentlessly one-minded and unable to hit anything until now when he rolled a 20.
Oh,
Yikes. That means he rolls 2 of the same die, or is it an automatic double of the dice?
It doubles.
Double the dice of damage.
Double
it
dice
doubles.
damage.
It doubles the dice, and then it adds the strength bonus after the double.
Okay, so plus strength bonus, which is nothing. Thank goodness for you. So... And that, you take 13 damage.
Oh,
I'm down.
Oof! The crack of that, and you're just downed. Okay. And it's actually your turn, so I think you need to roll...
Do a death saving throw.
Yeah, death saving throw.
you can actually just click death saves on the character sheet.
I know.
What do you got to roll for?
A 10 or higher.
Oof.
Oh,
Failure.
So that's your first failure.
Yeah, so you can click off one of the failures on your sheet.
I already did.
Garov cannot cast any healing spells. Does anyone have healing potions? I think a few of you do, right?
You can't use a healing potion when you're unconscious, though. But
That's
I have
true.
healings. I have healing spells.
You have healing, and so does the cleric. So you're going to be up next after Geralt and the skeleton.
The problem is though is if whether I actually want to stop in the middle of the fight to heal instead of trying to get the skeletons down.
Well, that's what Geralt is going to try and help with, because that's what he's been trying to do the entire time. The poor boy has not had a chance to hit anything this entire fight. He's just been swinging and missing. Matter of fact, you know what? I think it's high time to rage! And so he now swings with advantage.
Which one's he hitting?
He's going to hit that one.
The one that downed Valena?
Yep. I'm trying to click it. Oh, I have the ruler out. Never mind, I was in a different tab. So yeah.
Well, he just 20 damage to that skeleton.
So yep. He just hauls through the ass, turns around and just goes, "Fuck you!" Smash! And just scatters across the floor. And that just kind of makes the sorcerer kind of jump in his boots. Okay, it's up to the other skeleton, and he's going to run away, but this gives Theobald a chance to hit again. Still missing. God dang. So, but the skeleton goes scurrying over this way, just trying to keep away from him as much as possible.
Well, I'm going to try to cause a distraction so Theobald can heal them, or heal. Let me see if I can actually make it this far.
I believe, is there a rule about diagonals, like how the count goes? Because I know
No.
3rd edition did.
No. If there's a square there, you can move it as long as it goes in a straight line.
Yeah. So okay. Well, I more or less am running forward, telling Theobald to heal Valena as I go.
All right.
I'm going to run up here, and I am going to use my other attack spell, Thunder Wave. It works like Shatter, except the radius is just around me. It doesn't do as much damage, but...
Oh, that's right. You have to roll the 2-hit. Okay. Oh, they have to roll to hit. The try and dodge and get under 11. Okay.
Yeah, to get half damage. They get if they get hit, they get knocked back two squares, if they fail the save, they get knocked back 2 squares and take full damage.
I think that was the skeleton, and he just failed. Actually, wait, what was a Constitution? Actually, he might have just barely made it. Yeah, he just barely reached it. He's still taking half damage. The other skeleton made it, and the wizard, oh man, everybody made it, but they're still taking half damage. You did 11, so I'm gonna half round up. That's 6. So they all still take 6 damage.
Yeah, none of them got knocked back because they all made the saving throw.
Mm-hmm. But those skeletons right there are now wounded, and this is the second time we've hit the wizard. And the previous one was 5 damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a total of 11 damage against him.
Yep.
Got it. All right. So okay. Yeah, I have it in my brain now. All right, the wizard's still looking okayish. He's highly annoyed, and this is the second time he's been beaten with something, but he's okay. All right, Theobald's turn, and he does notice that Valena went down. Quickly moves over. Grabs on his holy symbol, and let's see, which spell is he going to use for this one? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet.
I assume Cure Wounds. Because healing word's a ranged ability that does less healing if he's got that.
Yeah, double checking. Yeah, Cure Wounds looks like the best bet, so... I clicked on it. Oh, I didn't show anything. Oh, wait. Input value.
That's weird. I had that happen to me earlier. I don't know what caused that to come up.
Cancel. Let's try that again. Cure wounds. I'll just submit. Creature regains the number of hit points equal to 1d8
Plus spell
plus your
modifier.
casting modifier, which I believe
Yeah.
is what level he's at. Oh, no, wait, that is wisdom.
He rolled a 4 and plus 3 from his wisdom.
4 plus 3 from his wisdom, and he
So
also
it's
gets an
7.
additional 2 because of his domain. So actually, that's
Oh.
9 hit points.
Okay, well, Elena's back at 9 hit points then. Hopefully she doesn't get bum rushed by another skeleton. But I think I probably pissed all of them off that are up there.
That's right. Actually, that skeleton took damage, didn't he?
Yeah, so he's no longer turned.
Yep.
But
Gotta click your bubble. There you go. All right, Valena, you cough back to life.
All right.
Meanwhile, this skeleton up here is still really angry with Geralt, who now just took out his buddy. And he's going to take a swing. And that's another hit. Dang, he is hitting Geralt for everything right now. At least it's not a crit this time. 1d6. And double checking. Yeah, that's plus 2
now I'm
to
worried what's
damage.
going to happen because I put myself right next to the necromancer.
Ouch. That's another 7 damage, so he is down to 19. He might need the cleric
That's
very soon if this keeps up.
That's still more health than me or Valena have total.
Grunts as he gets smacked again by the skeleton. Cleric! Meanwhile, the wizard, he's still pissed off at Valena, but he's also aware that someone just walked up right next to him and blasted him. So he's going to try and look for you. Because now you're a closer, easier target, hopefully. But he still has a disadvantage to hit. Let's see here. Nah, let's not hold back. He's angry.
Well, after he accidentally shoots one of his skeletons.
Well, he wasted 2 of his 3rd level slots raising skeletons. So be happy
Oh
about
god,
that.
he's a 5th level wizard?
Oh yeah, he is.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. We're all level 3, and the skeletons
Right.
probably aren't on par with us, technically.
They're barely, if slightly under, most likely. What does this do? This might hurt you. Ooh. Alright. Trying to find out what this does for damage. Okay. Alright, Ozzy. I want you. Oh, yeah, he's. I'm gonna roll to see if he can guess the right area. He just barely made that roll. Okay. Yeah, this is an area of effect spell, so he just barely got the right zone. I need you to roll for a dex save. I don't think it's gonna be very high. Oh,
I rolled a fucking 2! What the hell?
ouch! This is gonna hurt. Okay. How many hit points do you have?
18.
Okay. Let's see what the other half of this looks like for. Ooh, Youch. Yeah, you're -3 now.
Technically, you don't go into negative in this, but I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you have been
'Cause
rendered
that-
unconscious. What you see before you black out is you just see all kinds of more blue energy, and it suddenly just goes above your head, and it just comes crashing down on you with a hail of like ice and hardened snow. He just did an ice storm.
Ooh. Wait, isn't Ice Storm a 4th level spell?
Ja, he has up to 5
Yeah.
levels. He's got up to level 5 magic. He's got 2 slots in level 5.
Oh, so he's a level 10 wizard then.
He's a nasty piece of work. You're gonna get some nice experience if you survive him. But he's also running around blind, which reminds me, he needs to still roll for that. That's a Constitution?
And actually,
Yeah.
shouldn't he have hit his skeletons by doing that?
Yeah, he's right. It's an area effect.
Let me roll for that. He might have... Okay, yeah, he botched and he's gonna hit the skeleton too. Which means he probably killed it. Yeah, let me roll for the skeleton to dodge. I'm pretty sure he doesn't get a good...
In fact, I'm pretty
Dex.
positive if he cast Ice Storm, I'm pretty positive he hit himself too.
It's a 20-foot... Actually, no, wait. Oh god,
Ice
it is a
Storm's-
20-foot. Oh...
Ice Storm is like Fireball except ice.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to roll that all back because, yeah, I just realized that's a 20-footer, which means if he launched it on top of your head, he
would have hit-
hit like everything, including himself. That would have been a no-brainer. Don't do it. That was too big. Yeah, that was way too big.
Okay, so I'm back to not
back,
dead.
Back to not dead.
I was gonna be like, if you're telling me he cast Ice Storm on me, he's probably dead too. Probably make more sense for him to cast like an acid arrow spell or something. I don't know what his spells are though, so I can't say.
I'm looking through his stuff right now. Um. Trying to see what this actually does. It tells me what it's supposed to do for people to dodge it, but it doesn't tell me what the damage is. Well, that's a really shite explanation.
What's this spell? I'll look it up.
I'm gonna look it up. I don't want to give everything away.
Alright.
Looking it up really quick. I'm sure there's other places I can look up for that I need for this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, what level is he? Double check that again. It's not telling me what level he is actually. Gives you enough other things, it doesn't actually give you like a character level. But yeah, to be having the 5th level spells, he's gotta be close to level 10, I assume.
He has to. He has to be at least level 9 to have 5th level spells.
Right.
Because
Okay.
starting at 1, it's like every other level gives you a new spell level.
So every, +1 to every 2 caster spells. So if he's level 10, yeah, the maximum will be level +5. So okay, that's gonna be something he can do. So let me see if he can actually find you. He just barely finds you, I think. Yeah, and you have to. Yeah, you actually have to do the roll to avoid the spell.
What is it like?
It
Dex?
is going to be a. What is this now? I think it said a strength. Yeah. Strength check.
Strength saving throw.
Yep. Oh, wow. Okay. It's going to be a lot less deadly to you than the last one was. So, +5. That means it goes back down to half again, so you take 5 damage. As you just see this
Wow.
black energy bolt out of his hand and hit you right in the chest.
It's a massive difference.
Yeah.
Curse you! Curse all of you!
Well, it's not like he knows that I made the saving throw.
No, he just knows that he hit you. Because obviously you made a noise when you got hit. Sorry that took so long. I was trying to find a spell that didn't kill everybody in the room.
Wait,
Because
what?
after I
what
realized it
spell
was a 20 foot, it's just like, oh shit. That
What
was a
was
ray
it
of
you hit me with?
enfeeblement.
Oh, really?
Okay. Second level, ray of sickness. And she's just gonna point her finger and go, I said on your knees. That didn't work.
Nope. Yeah, that was supposed to be an attack, and you're supposed to hit him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let me see what his AC is. I'm pretty sure it's not that low, even for a wizard.
Well,
You have to have a
to
dex
12.
penalty to be at 9.
Hmm?
You can't be that low unless you have a dex penalty.
Yeah. Well, usually Dex is a dump stat for wizards, but yeah. He's not that low.
I don't know. I think most wizards usually dump their wisdom.
And Geralt is sick and tired of being smacked in the head. And is still raging, but whiffs yet again. That being said, oh Ozzy, what has you gotten Azina into? A skeleton has been hit and is now looking at Azina like she's prime rib and starts to claw at her. We'll see if this one actually hits anything though. Nope. That's a big nope, son.
Well,
Which brings
that's
us back to
not a bad
Azina's
idea at
turn.
this point.
Well, I know what the most dangerous thing here is, so I'm gonna fucking hit the wizard. If I can.
Alright.
Succeed.
If everyone can stop hitting the air.
Oh, why?
I call it. Yikes. Everyone's having a hard time hitting anything right now all of a sudden.
Why didn't I just cast Thunderwave again? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Theobald's seen the rough condition that Geralt is in, and will also try to help him if he can. Don't need anyone else falling down today on the job.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fall down on the job. I'm surrounded by 3 enemies. I did not expect that my second turn to be a waste, because for some reason I forgot I wanted to cast Thunderwave again.
Alright, so that brings him up to 30.
So once somebody else runs over here to help me, I can't use Thunderwave because I'll hit them.
He helps Geralt stay stable for now. That should be all that he needs at the moment. Speaking of which, that skeleton's gonna lay into Geralt again.
Undo all the healing.
In one blow. He does hit! Oh, and does 4 damage this time.
Oh man.
He's getting hit in the face a lot here. And back to the wizard. The wizard is annoyed. He still hears you breathing. Actually, let me make sure he can still hear you breathing. Guess he can. Curse you, curse you. Let's see here. What does this one do? I'm just going through his spells and just going, what does this do? What does this do? 20-foot radius. That's going to be a nope.
20-foot radius, 20-foot radius, 20-foot radius.
I guess the thing is, like, I'm worried he's gonna get his sight back, like right as they finish that skeleton off that's over there, because then he'll actually be able to use his freaking AoEs on people without killing himself.
Okay. Oof. Actually, no. He's gonna want to wait for that one. He's gonna want to wait for that for when he probably has his vision back, because he can really hurt with that one.
I won't laugh if he just tries to melee me.
Okay, he found you, so he's going to attack you, and let's see if he can actually hit. Oof. No, never mind. Was that the last one for that particular level? Yes, it was. So he burnt his last 3rd level slot. You see this red energy around his hand as he swipes at you, and he just barely misses and curses. What he was about to do was hit you with Vampiric Touch, and he was going to get some hit points back, but that was a miss. When it came to the actually hitting you part, he whiffed it.
Alright. Belena's gonna toll the dead? On the wizard.
On the wizard. He needs to make a 13. For what?
Throw. Toll the dead. It does not say. Now let me look it up. Toll. Oh, there it is. Oh, come on.
He has to make a 13 for what?
I'm trying to look for it, but it's being difficult. Darn it. You know what? I'll just have to do it the hard way. Spells.
Toll the dead.
Wizards. Toll the dead.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Alright.
Has to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Right.
And what did I roll for him? He rolled an 11 with a +2. That's 13.
But I am not hitting this guy.
He is an older version of you, essentially. He's got a lot of your bonuses, so think about your weaknesses. Meanwhile, Geralt
I
is
didn't
annoyed.
prepare my other spells. If I did, I'd probably be kicking this guy's butt.
Geralt finally hits for maximum damage and shatters the rib cage and the rest of the skeleton.
Technically, that wasn't maximum damage, but he did 16.
He hit for all he needed. Speaking of which, the skeleton right next to Azina is still looking at her like she's fresh meat. And this one actually hits. That's another 8 damage.
Ugh. Well, that puts me
Yeah,
down to
he managed
5.
to roll maximum on a d6, and that's a +2 to the d6. Speaking of which, Azina, your turn.
Underway.
Azina lets out a primal scream as she casts Thunder Wave again.
They have to roll a 12 Constitution.
Yep.
Roll, and that's a suck.
Who failed, though?
I usually roll for the skeletons first. Constitution, do they have any bonuses? They have a +2. How much was that for? So that's a 9. They had to hit 12, so he's getting full 7, and he already had like 5 damage last time? Or was it 6? No, it was 6.
Right.
12, 13 damage so far. Okay, but he's barely holding together. That one is looking pretty shooken up already. Second skeleton. Even worse, yeah, he's in the same condition. And for the wizard, wizard takes half.
Okay. This skeleton, because of the
So
fact that
4.
the knockback. This one can't be knocked back because he's already against the wall, but this one should probably be knocked down to like here from the.
Yeah, he
But-
gets knocked back away from you, so that one goes flying backwards as well as being completely shaken. Just the skeletal version of that just happened as he tries to crawl back up on his feet. The wizard was unaffected, but he still took 4 damage. So I think he was at 11 damage, so now he's at 15 damage taken.
Yeah.
He's not doing great, but he's showing signs of finally getting winded. Theobald no longer has targets over here he must protect people from. The question is, which one does he want to fight more, the wizard or the skeletons?
The wizard's most dangerous thing here.
True, but the skeletons can also be a real pain in the ass if they keep clawing at people, and he happens to be one of the 2 people with a weapon to handle them.
Right.
I technically have a mace that's +1, but I'd still more likely to do more damage with my sword.
So he's going to walk up to the skeleton and make sure it's not going anywhere by engaging it. And mace attack. Oof, just under the AC. He doesn't hit it, but he gets its attention.
The sad thing is, the only reason I put myself in this position is because I was like, I gotta get him off Elena, because now I'm in trouble.
Now you're really in trouble. Although the last time the Necromancer took a swipe at you, he royally missed it. So he's gonna have to try something else.
Did you roll to see if he unblinded himself last time?
Oh, did I? No, I don't think I did. Oof, 19. Yeah, he's no longer blind.
I shouldn't have said anything.
You
But
shouldn't have said anything. He would have rolled negative. He kind of blinks. The black finally gets out of his eyes. He looks at you. More outsiders, die. And let's see, what is he going to use? What's this? I don't think I've seen this spell before. Oh. That's interesting, but that'll be something for later. Actually, no. But he looks back to the rest of the room, and that's what he's going to look at, I think, this point. Because he's going to hurt more than just you. He's annoyed and pissed off. Ooh, yep, okay. He sees the best shot he has to use this spell is a group of 2. And it's a 60-foot cone.
Oh no. It's Apollino, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he's gonna easily get the both of you. So let's see here. What you're gonna need to roll for. No, I don't need that right now. You're going to have to roll Constitution.
Constitution saving throw.
How do you calculate what they're supposed to roll over?
I think it's like,
Oh my gosh.
I think it's the difficulty is 10 plus the person's spell modifier.
So 10 plus their wisdom, or
It depends on whether if they're a wizard, it would be their intelligence bonus, not their
no,
wisdom.
10 plus. Okay, so then 10 plus the intelligence bonus, so that'd be 14. Oof.
Yeah, probably
Constitution. Oof. They're both getting it. Wow, okay, this is gonna be nasty. I'm sorry in advance.
How much damage?
I haven't even rolled it yet. It's a lot of dice.
What did he?
If
What
it's
did
more than
Did
28,
he cast
I
Cone of
die.
Cold at them?
Cone of Cold. Yep.
That's the spell that killed Duraxis.
All right. I'll roll up a new
Ooh,
character
I'm
next
gonna
time.
try and play nice and give you only half the dice.
If you roll over 28, I die.
I gave him half the dice. He rolled a 12.
I'm good.
You're still unconscious again.
You're
though.
unconscious, but you're still alive, and so is Garoth.
Oh my god.
Only just. Why can't I? Oh, I got the ruler up. That's why I can't. 12 damage, so 16, 15, 14 hit points. Youch.
Well, I think I know who Gyarath's next target's gonna be.
Oh yeah. He's officially pissed off now. And Helena, you're back down to rolling for a save.
Alright. I have been having no luck in this battle whatsoever.
Neither has anybody else. Garoth is barely holding on at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you made it. You got your first success. Garoth
Yeah,
sadly
he-
cannot do anything about you at the moment, but what he can do is suddenly be the most intimidating motherfucker in the room and spook the shit out of this wizard. With a smack to the face. Oh! Was that a crit? That's a crit.
Yeah, so it already
It already did the critical roll for him. Okay.
Yes,
That's 19
damage.
damage. Woo! Okay. And he was already taking 15 damage. So that's 20. Yeah, it was already taking. Yeah, he was already taking 15 damage, and yikes, my brain just completely frazzled. 19. So 19, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34. He is down quite a ways. He is a shambles, but he is still alive. He is not liking life after that hit, though, and now he is looking wide-eyed at the barbarian that just smacked him. And Ozzy is going to have to dodge another skeleton roll. Ooh, this one's going to hit you. 7 damage.
I'm down.
Wow.
It's up to Gyarath and Theobald.
Death save roll, Azina.
Ooh. That's a fail.
Oh yeah, that's your first failure. Theobald is now looking around going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and he's going to take the risk and run away from the skeleton. The skeleton can't stop him anyway. Skeleton tries to swing. That's a hit. Only 5 damage. So that'd be 26. And he needs to cast them heals again.
He's probably gonna run out of them soon.
He might be. This might be the last one for the level, I think.
Well, he did 2 so far.
Yeah, he can cast a spell again at a higher level.
He can. Double check. I think he has 3 level 1s. Where's my book?
You got an actual character sheet for him made, or?
Yeah, but you can take a first level spell and cast it at second level to do more dice.
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm just
I know.
saying,
That's not what we're trying to do. I'm trying to
You can
remember how
actually-
many
you
slots
can-
he's got.
because it should be on his character sheet, because it should have bubbles next to the.
For a cleric, let me look.
I don't see any bubbles next to anything. I just see the one and then the
cleric.
spells.
Cleric, it rolls. Okay, third level. They have 4 first level spell slots. Hear what I said?
At third level? Yeah, he
No.
does. Okay, so yeah, he can cast this twice more, not including this one, which he's about to use. So, okay. Cure wounds. Submit. 7 hit points back to you.
Me?
Yep.
All right.
Hanging in a group in by a thread. The sorcerer is not happy about that. Yeah, okay. About to say, you're getting that, or should I get it? Okay. He saw the cleric do that, and he's not happy with the cleric now. Although he's more worried about the barbarian that just came up and browbeat the shit out of him, and he doesn't have any vampiric touch to go after him with, so that sucks to be him. Gonna try for a ray of enfeeblement again. I believe that's a strength modifier.
Yeah.
Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw, and he has to roll against a 14 to take
Ooh.
half damage.
Yes, average. Oh, right.
Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah!
So he only takes half damage, and what was the damage again on that ray of enfeeblement? That was...
I don't think it does damage, as far as I know.
No, it does damage. That's right, I had to look it up individually. It was a 1d6 plus 5. So he takes only 5 damage because it was another 5.
Alright.
He's still up and running. He's hurting, but he's still up and running. He has all the more reason to rage. Velina, it's your turn.
Since none of my spells ever work, I might as well do the most damaging one I have at the moment, which is Raise Sickness. So she's going to point her finger again and release green energy from her finger. 13?
Oh, gosh, what was his thing? Back. 13... His armor class is 12. Does he... Where's mage armor? Does he actually have mage armor?
He can't cast it as a reaction. He has to cast it beforehand.
Oh, shit, that's right. He can't just cast it right now. So, okay, yeah, you hit him.
Alright, that's going to be 2d8.
Ooh.
And...
Depending on how you roll, you might finish him.
13.
Okay, 13. How much did he take before? He was at 30-something?
Yeah,
He was
like
at 34.
32. Yeah.
I think it was 34. So 40, 4, 5, 6, 7. He falls on his ass, but he's still panting.
And I just look at him and go, I told you would be on your knees.
He looks nervously at you, then looks nervously up at the barbarian who's about ready to crush his head. Garoff, smashy smashy. Don't matter, just what he needed. Die, you miserable fuck! Poof! And you just see his head fly across the room. You see a few spurts come out of his neck, or what's left of the stump, and he falls over dead.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Incredibly gruesome, but awesome.
Skeleton's turn. Skeleton is wild, but he sees living people, so he's angry and will attack a living person. At least I assume necromantic magic just doesn't just end because the wizard's dead.
No, they just pretty much turn into mindless monsters that attack everything.
Yep.
All
So he's
right.
coming after Garoff because Garoff is close. And Gareth's just sitting here like, oh shit! He's manages to twirl that maul just right and blocks all the attacks. Parry, thrust, spin. Azina, try to roll. It's still hurting. Theobald realizes Gareth is in a little bit of trouble, but he can handle it for the moment and quickly races over to help you. As a matter of fact, you're kind of in the hot seat right now with a lot of things on top of you, so it's probably better to hit it on a higher level. So that will improve. He'll hit it on a level 2 instead of a level 1, and that should improve the dice by 1, yes?
Yes. It adds an extra 1d8.
So 2d8 plus 2. I'm not even going to roll them through the mechanic.
No, it's plus his spell modifier.
Oh, plus the spell modifier, which is his wisdom?
Yeah.
2d8 plus 2 plus 3, so plus 5. 2d8 plus 5. You are back with 13 hit points.
I'm only missing 5 health now.
You live! Gordon's alive!
Die! My creation, die!
Valena, it is now your turn, and there's 2 spooky skeletons in the room.
I'm gonna go after the one in front of Azina.
Alright.
And
one in the middle of the group?
and cast Chill Touch.
Chill touch. Alright. What roll is that for? That's for... Oh, do you just... Okay, you rolled a hit?
Yeah.
13 armor class. That hits.
And it takes 5 damage.
So it took 5 damage. This one was hit a couple times, right? Yeah,
Right.
it took like about 11 damage. So, yeah, you reach out with your ghost hand to hit it with some cold magic, and you just see it just kind of and freezing spot kind of slowly turns blue towards the area where you hit it, and it just starts to shatter and crumble over.
Grim Harvest.
Okay, what's that?
It's an ability I have for being a necromancer.
Wait a minute, why is the one skeleton that's still alive
Okay.
not on the
Ability
counter?
to reap life energy from creatures whenever your spell. Once per turn, you can kill a creature, one or more creatures with a spell first level or it has to be first level or higher.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, what about him?
He's not on the tracker.
Oh, he isn't?
No.
Oh shit! I think you shocked him before he got to be added to the tracker. I never realized until just now. Whoops.
Yes, we had a skeleton that was literally just sitting there doing nothing on every single turn he got.
There.
He's like just sitting there with a bag of chips on a lawn chair.
I've been hit twice and I haven't had a round yet.
I just like to picture your skeleton with shades and lawn chair eating potato chips.
Again, the thing is, I didn't even notice because amongst all the chaos, I didn't notice that
Amongst the chaos of
wasn't
not
getting a
dying,
turn.
yeah, I didn't even notice that he wasn't there. Oops. We'll just say that he was stunned in the corner for a few minutes after getting knocked back.
We might have actually lost the fight if the skeleton had actually gotten his turn.
I don't know, the skeletons have been really hit or miss. It could have gone either way, to be honest. Let's see here. Gareth is going to hit with the big hammer. And he does hit with a mighty blow. And yeah, that just immediately just pulverizes. It hits the ribcage, but you don't find a ribcage afterwards. It's pretty much dust as it falls over and dies.
Kind of slump against the wall and go, think we need to renegotiate how much they're gonna pay us.
I think we need to come back with all the skulls we can bring. And looks over to the dead wizard, including that one. And actually looks for his head, which he does find right at his feet. Ah!
And
picks it up.
just kind of slaps his hand and puts the head down and puts it next to the body, and just sheds a single tear, then wipes it away, and just goes, "He was supposed to be one of my brothers."
I'm gonna heal Gareth. 'Cause he's still in worse shape than me.
He's dummy thick hurt.
Healed him for 8.
So that brings him
The
up to
bonus.
17.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Is there a proper way where we can do? Oh wait, we don't have funerals. We just raise undead.
Anyhow, do you want to end now because we're technically 54 minutes past
Wow,
your usual
yeah, I didn't
stop
realize
time.
the combat was going
Yeah.
that long. Holy cow.
Well, it was a rough combat.
Yeah. Like Matthew Mercer, I'll allow it for the sake of, oh my god, everything happening. Garro's comment on the whole funeral thing is, I have an idea how to do a funeral, but you're not gonna like it.
Is there anything in any of the caskets?
That was actually something I was going to prepare for, but I don't have anything offhand, so I'm going to say we'll save that for next time.
All right.
So I can prepare some loot, because I did plan in mind to have you guys look for some loot and possibly find some good shit, but I don't have anything prepared yet, so that'll be a next time thing. Anything else you want to do before we close here?
Not anything that can be done next session.
All right. So then you've killed a surprise necromancer and foiled his army plans, and Velena is now mixed signals because one of her own literally saw her, realized what she had been doing, and tried to kill her. Had succeeded in knocking her out twice,
Knocking me out once.
and
You knocked
nearly
a
killing
lot
the
of people out.
barbarian. The only thing that's done that before was a giant spider. Alright, so that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed despite the late stream. Also, speaking of which, I haven't actually checked the stream lately. How's things going in there? Quiet. Oh well. It'll probably get a lot more views on YouTube anyway. But thanks again for watching. Oh, and also thank you to people watching on BitChute, because I keep forgetting that you people exist too. Because I automatically update to BitChute as well when I do YouTube. But that's it for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.
Later.
Later.